I'll be here in a little. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of From the Sideline. You already know I'm your host, Troy, and I'm back with the boys. What's up, fellas?
What's going on? What's going on?
You see, we got Gbaby back in the house. Let's just address it. What's up, Gbaby? The chat been missing you, bro. They've been asking about you.
Well, I hope y'all can hear me because I can't see y'all for nothing. My screen is frozen, so I hope y'all.
You were just frozen. You're not frozen no more.
Oh, okay, well, my screen is frozen, so I might pop out and pop back in because I don't know what happened.
But all right, well, if you guys,
I can hear y'all perfectly fine though. So
you still can't see us?
Nah, like it just like.
You sure you didn't come back, Ray Charles?
Hey, I'm only wearing the shades because
he gonna do what it do, baby.
I thought you would have came back, Rick James. You came back, Ray Charles. You can't see a thing. Like, what's up, Gart?
Nah, my original glasses broke. So
see, they're already going crazy. See, first person in the chat going crazy for he said he would cut out. He'll be back. We'll be here later. What's up, GK? Are you with us today?
Yeah, let's go.
Are you ready? You know, Trent, how you feeling down there?
Tired as hell. It was good though.
Word. Theo back in the place. What's up, Theo?
What's up?
So we missed you last week. You missed it. I don't know if you watched the episode, but Trent and Mel had a great debate. It was old pro wide receiver versus going pro young tight end, and it was amazing. All right, it was really amazing. All right, they had a great debate, and I'm planning on having some great debates today. We're gonna get into it. Can't wait to see Gbaby cook Trent again. Oh
snap!
Star Patrol.
Where the thing at? G, you got the noises. Hit the button. There you go. Hit something, dude. Like do something, G. Godly in the building. What's up, Godly? But yeah, I'm gonna talk about the thing that just came through on my phone. So they said two things that. What was the one earlier? Because I didn't save it. Why does it say L baby?
You said what?
Why does it say?
Because he got.
Because I suck in Madden in 2K. Like I got it was annoying how I got beat. Like
Ty said. So now you're not Gbaby, you L baby.
You don't need that one friend though. That's not very good at video games, but it will still play with us.
Big Tad.
You know,
the whipping boy.
Nah, so it's like real talk. The man was cheesing. Like he used the Chiefs. I thought I could use the Rams, but I don't know.
Talking about Trent?
No. But it was
Brown.
But
Brown.
The thing is, like, I don't know that safeties with 84 speed, or I could change a depth chart and put this guy because I don't know that stuff. I just use the starters. So Tyreek was killing me. I wasn't even playing it. I was. Like I never use their corners and stuff.
Wait, we just going into the corner all day.
And then just the little,
that outright to the
street. And I'm like, okay. And then they're like, oh, well, you could have made adjustments. I'm like, what you mean? Like I can't run cover 4 because that cover 4 is freaking broke. And then he's like, nah, you gotta go to coaching adjustments and stuff. I'm like,
he dropped 70.
74 to
watch a YouTube video.
Yeah. No, I have 40 something, but like,
okay.
But like, he's like, oh, you could have went to coaching adjustments. And I'm like, man, I don't ever use
telling me all
things.
This
like, I don't use that stuff. So I'm like, so then we switched it. So then we changed things.
You're too young to be old, Gbaby.
Right.
Nah.
Yeah, you should know all this stuff.
I'm not gonna.
You sound like my dad right now, and he's trying to play the game, but he can't get too old.
Yeah, but like real talk, like I don't think I've ever used a coaching adjustment. Other than like when I'm playing franchise, I'm like,
that's why I don't play Madden online, bro.
Then I'm like, all right, run ball conservative. But I didn't know you could change the flats, and I don't know that.
Yeah, you can.
So then we changed teams. So then I used the Bengals because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna use the Bengals. I got 150 rushing yards with Cam Akers. Joe Mixon is trash in Madden, slow as dirt. like no acceleration whatsoever. So I'm like, man, now I can't even run the ball. I don't even remember the score I lost to. But
What was it, Trent?
I think lost
I don't remember the Bengals one, but like that was getting on my nerves because I think he was using the Packers. I had that in a box.
Who did you
like
play?
90? I was playing the Bengals. I was using the Bengals.
No, yeah. Who are you playing?
Warnock, right? Warnock. This man,
okay.
I legit sack him first down, second down, third down. He'd run the same thing. Fourth down, he convert. I'm like, how? I'm playing it. He's not doing nothing new. And that was getting on my nerves the entire game. And I lost that one too. So I was like,
Trent, is that boy nice or is he?
He just cheeses. He just cheeses.
He's not nice.
He ran max 3 plays. 3 plays.
Yeah, that's how people play Madden, bro. That's how they play Madden.
So I was like, now I gotta pay attention to safety speeds and stuff. Like I don't use that. I'm like, all right, bro. I'm like, y'all got it. I was like, so.
Yeah, they're getting you. Clutch in the building.
Oh yeah, Clutch beat me in 2K because I was really trying to be stubborn and use the Nuggets, and that wasn't working at all. I was really being stubborn using that. I couldn't do nothing. All of a sudden, James Harden got clamps in 2K. I'm like, okay. Okay.
2K defense this year. Everybody.
I was like, oh, because I barely downloaded 2K22. I hadn't had it all year. So I was like, oh, well.
I didn't even get 22.
No,
I thought I was going to get a PS5 and I was holding out, but I didn't get it.
Yeah, but I was like, it's free. I was like, it's free. So I was like, man, I'm downloading everybody playing 2K now. So I was like, hey, I'll download it just to play against people. I used the Nuggets, man. I was like, okay.
60?
I know. I was like, it was about 60 chill. It was like about like 30 or something. But I'm not gonna lie, he was killing me with James Harden. Like killing me with James Harden. I couldn't do nothing against that. I couldn't do nothing against it. And then he was clapping up.
There you go, G. Okay, there you go, G.
I don't think it was 60. I need to double check that because it was not no 60.
Now I don't have to get confused on calling GKG and Gbaby G because now I can just call you L baby. Keeping it L. There's no more keeping it G, is keeping it L. All right?
Holding it L.
Hold this, two of them things. Couple of them things. I don't even know if he got room for any more in his hand. All right, so let's start with the big news. I heard 2 things on Bleacher Report. I'm gonna tie them together. Kyrie, they're saying that Kyrie is trying to join the Lakers. People very close to the situation believe Kyrie is trying to join the Lakers, and LeBron is open to it. And then Warnowski just reported that outside of the Lakers, there are no known current teams pursuing a sign and trade for Kyrie. What do you guys thoughts on that?
That's what I was about to say. Kyrie's list I think there's 0 teams that can fit him in salary cap wise.
Without having to move major pieces.
Without
having to move major.
The Knicks can make space, but they looking out for Bronson.
I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to the Knicks, I always hear, "Oh, the Knicks are a trade destination." Don't nobody want to go there. Like the Knicks, and I blame Knicks fans. Like it's like they are the Cowboys of the NFL. Every single time a big free agent comes out, they want to be like, "Oh, they might go to the Knicks." Ain't nobody going to the Knicks. Like nobody. So that's dead. Miami was one that was mentioned,
50
but they got to move too many people in order to fit that salary because Kyle Lowry,
GK, the resub.
is there.
Oh, Gbaby, he's
8.5.
So take a picture. I'm gonna get it. That's another emote. That's another emote.
Oh, he lagging?
Yeah, he lagging. You don't see it?
No, he is frozen.
He's frozen like Usher. He look like he hitting
the
a
best
note.
scenario is the Lakers get rid of Westbrook somehow and acquire Kyrie. But even then, like,
you good now? Yeah.
I don't even know if they could do it.
Yeah, I don't know either. And then I guess the
out.
best option probably is him go to LA if Braun open to it. So I mean,
what kind of pieces would have to be moved though? Like, what kind of pieces would they have to?
You would have to get rid of. Well, he did. I don't think they would have to necessarily move pieces because Kyrie could just opt out of his contract, become a free agent, and then sign that $6 million exception that the Lakers have. So he only being get paid $6 million this year. And then
if they do sign and trade, Russ is in the trade and does Brooklyn.
Yeah, if they do sign and trade, but that's if KD wants to try to win with Russ again, and I don't think it's plausible.
No,
I don't think Russ would
what
do
I
that.
think. No, what
Well,
I
Russ
think
would
might
have no
happen-
say in doing it. The Lakers
Yeah, I
would
was
trade
like,
him.
what
all
I
I
the
think he
time.
would
I don't think
refuse
has
to
leverage.
play with KD.
No,
Well, then
but
that's
I'm
his
saying
business.
he's gonna get his 47 mil regardless. So the way I see it, the
Lakers could, I mean,
only
there's a
way the
buyout.
Nets make is if they know KD walks and they're just getting.
I don't think
They're
he'll
just
move
getting.
either team.
I think they just get all these pieces because they're like, all right, we know KD and Russ don't want to play together. Let's not even try it. Let's just get this money. We'll do a second sign and trade with KD somewhere because I think he has one more year left on the deal. Get all these pieces, rebuild. Hey, let's get these picks because that's it. Like, what if Kyrie doesn't sign? What like if well, I mean, they know we're gonna trade him. So who can they get that would still make him competitive? Not a soul. I don't think there's anybody on the market that they can get that would still make him competitive.
The thing about it is,
What
like,
are you talking about? With KD there?
It's a
With
bunch of
KD
big,
there, yes.
It's a bunch of big names this year that can be traded, like can be moved. So I feel like it's not gonna be just like one.
Okay,
I don't know
who though?
about that.
Okay, who though?
Like
Who can you go?
Bradley Beal's trying to leave, right?
Bradley Beal said he's opting out, and we're gonna get to that. He's opting out. He's gonna sign the max.
Zach LaVine too.
Zach LaVine, I think he's thinking about re-signing.
DeAndre Ayton.
You said who?
DeAndre Ayton.
Ayton definitely is out. They're looking for a trade for Ayton.
But getting Ayton doesn't solve their problems.
No, I don't mean getting
Ayton. Getting Ayton does solve one of their problems, and that's having a big man to protect the rim. I don't. Yeah, that helps them on defense. It puts an anchor down there with Simmons. With Ben Simmons, it puts an anchor down there. So if he does get beat, because he's the anchor of that defense, if he does get beat, somebody there to clean up the work. Okay, so Ayton would actually be a good piece with that. But then all you need is a comparable point guard, and KD is your scorer. KD is your scorer.
Okay, so
Joe Harris will be back.
So
you re-sign Patty Mills. You keep Seth Curry.
KD might try
I'm not saying it's a bad piece. But then you lose the offensive threat of Kyrie and you don't replace that. KD by himself as your best shot.
But it's not always about replacing it. But it's not always about replacing it in one player, Gbaby. Other people can pick their game up. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you collectively build a team, keep that core together. You have KD, Joe Harris, and then that's what I'm saying. KD and shooters behind him with defensive people to play defense. Yeah, I think that team would still be
okay.
Steph is one of the top shooters. Patty Mills is a knockdown shooter.
I would be with you. I would be with
Joe
you.
Harris is still a knockdown.
I would be with you more if KD was like a LeBron type, where like he gonna do his thing. He gonna sit there once the double comes. He gonna make that pass, little playmaker.
But that's why I said you need just a comparable point guard. But KD's not a guy that needs the ball in his hand either. You could pass it to a spot.
That's
KD and
KD
will just pull up.
I think Ben Simmons would play like a Draymond type role.
Yeah, but that too.
But
I get what you saying.
So let me ask y'all, who's the second option behind
replacing the scoring of Kyrie with one guy? I don't think you need to do that. I think if you could get a sign and trade with Kyrie and you could bring in a Tyler Hero or something like that, that helps your team too.
Oh well, I thought we was talking Ayton. Like that's my thing. Like
no, I'm saying even with Ayton there, like if it's Ayton, then it'll be it's still gonna be a 3-team trade with the Nets. I think. To move other pieces, but all I'm saying is you don't need to replace Kyrie's scoring. All you need to do is put a comparable point guard that can drop 15 to 20 points or 15 to 18 points that can facilitate the offense. Let KD get to his spots, and then let Joe Harris and those guys stand do their normal thing and knock down shots. Joe Harris can handle the ball a little bit. I'm not saying a lot, but a little bit. We can't just write him off like he wasn't one of the best 3-point shooters before he got injured. So that's what I'm saying. You get that guy back and let him work to 100%. Now you got a third option. Now I understand what you're saying, second option, but Ayton can be that second option. It's not like Ayton can't put 25 points up on the board.
I think they're gonna push Cam Thompson a little bit. I think they're gonna push him a little bit into that more playing time.
That's a lot of faith in Ayton. I'm not gonna lie. That's a lot of faith in Ayton.
You don't think he can do it? Drop 20 a night?
20, yes. 25 is getting up
25
there.
25 kind of pushing it, but
yeah, that's why I said 25 is a lot of faith.
What was Kyrie averaging?
Was he not averaging 25, 26?
Something like that.
I remember 25, 26. Then you got I don't know. I think the offense will move more smoothly now, though. I think it'll move more
That's
smoothly.
what I'm saying. Like, you could have KD averaging his 20, 30 points that he's already averaging. You could get Steph to step up and average 12 to 15, Patty to average 10, Like you could relegate the scoring of Kyrie to other players. Like they have great shooters on their team. All you got to do is give those guys the opportunity to shoot. Put them in position to shoot.
Them being top heavy was the reason why they had so much problems against the Celtics, man. Like when you that top heavy and like you only got to worry about two guys who are guards and one guy who's only really good on offense and not really doing that much on defense. Like, it's gonna be
in the 29 games he played, he averaged 27 points. So 20 from Ayton and 7 relegated to Seth Curry or Patty Mills. I'm gonna fuck this light up. Telling you.
Yeah, I think Ben Simmons probably give you about 15 a night.
Yeah,
minimum.
like don't act like Ben Simmons. All Ben got to do is just do what he was doing in Philly and be aggressive and tackle the rim. That's all.
Pull his head out his ass.
Yeah, I mean we know that, but I'm just talking about on the floor. All Ben needs to do is
And you think they'll still be contenders?
Yeah.
They couldn't be contenders with that?
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking a question.
I don't think they was contenders last year, bro. Without Harden, I don't think they was contenders, bro. Without Harden, they'll be a better team than it was without Harden. I'll tell you that.
And then what?
Right, with Ayton, right.
With Ayton, you actually have some kind of Drummond's. Yeah, Drummond's there too. He probably be involved in a trade if they do have a trade. He had 1 year, right?
Yeah.
He only had 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about leaving already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he probably part of that trade. So like with Ayton, I think you would have scoring in the paint, at least 20 in the paint, which they didn't have last year. A solid 20. Then you would have probably 15 more points that Ben Simmons didn't give you last year. You would have
But it's
KD.
offsetting. But it's offsetting. You know what I mean? Like, because I mean, I know Harden wasn't there the whole time, but like you gotta like just look at what their team was before that trade, and then after, like, yeah, they got more depth because that was the big problem why I didn't think they were going to be contenders. So they got more of that depth, and I'm not saying Ben Simmons is going to be important. I think he is. I still don't think it would have changed this series, that the last series they played, but I think he was important enough. And I'm talking about over a stretch of 82 games. Like they're not. I don't think, let's just say Ayton's there and then they have that depth. I don't think they're going to go on that stretch where they lose like 12 straight. With Kate, and obviously you ain't got to worry about Kyrie being in and out the lineup no more. So they'll be more consistent, like through that middle stretch of the season. Mm-hmm. So they're not gonna fall to no 7th seed or nothing like that. Like I think they can still be top 6, but I just look at the way the East is right now. I think they're still, regardless, gonna have problems with Milwaukee. Boston ain't going nowhere, no matter how much we troll them. They're not going anywhere. They're here to stay. Miami. I know Jimmy's getting older and Kyle Lowry's mid, but they still somehow find a way to compete. They've been in the Eastern Conference Finals, 2 out of the last 3 years. Jimmy's there, Bam is there, Spo is there, Pat Riley's there. I'm not going to count them out.
Of course not.
And then honestly, even though we know the coach is mid, Philly's still going to be a problem too. Because Miami was up 3-0, Embiid came back and they had problems. So I can only imagine what that series would have been like if Embiid would have been there the first 3. So,
no, I get what you're saying. I ain't mad at that.
When did James get hard?
Aiden gives you a little more protection in the paint, bro. Like you can't be in the East. The 2 best bigs that attack the paint are in the East, bro. Mm-hmm. And you got Nick Claxton.
No, like what? When was the NBA?
Oh, whenever trade deadline was, that's the day it happened. So whatever day that was.
Yeah, what day was that?
February or something. But yeah, no, I get you. It'll help with the paint.
Thank you, Tyson.
It'll help like with their paint problem and all that. Even though Ayton's not like great, it's better than what they had, obviously, and he can score a little bit. So, and that was just with the Ayton thing. I honestly don't think Ayton is going anywhere other than Mage. I was gonna say Dallas, but they got Christian Wood, so I'm like, I don't know where Ayton goes now, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying too. Like, I think it's kind of limited to people that want to go to Brooklyn. Like, I think Ayton would go. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in Utah. Like,
swap?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying too.
That might be a straight swap, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying too. When you said there's nobody that could get to, and then even I didn't want to go because Donovan Mitchell popped in mind, but I didn't want to go to D Mitch because I know how you feel about D Mitch. But D Mitch can definitely take the scoring of a Kyrie.
Oh, he can take the scoring. It's just
if that's what they want. But I think I like the Eaton there better because Eaton then gives them an anchor. Like I said, it gives them an anchor behind Ben. Ben's the anchor for the defense. He's the second guy, and plus Eaton can give you offense. He's not like Rudy Gobert who gets the ball and as you got as the consensus say that he doesn't know what to do with it. Eaton knows what to do with that ball. Like Eaton knows what to do with the ball. So I'll trust Eaton, KD, and Ben to be formidable in the East. Yes, I think they'll still be a top 5 team in the East.
Yeah, I can see it.
Don't sleep on Cleveland. Then.
I think they're falling off that far down.
No, don't sleep on a lot of teams. I think the whole NBA gonna be better next year, bro. Every team.
Yeah, like
well, that's my thing too.
Like what was that year in the West where like all top 8 all had 50+ wins? I think we're gonna see one of the conferences be in that same breath and this is of course assuming health, like assuming the main guys are health. Because like if you lose a role player, your star players can still keep you afloat and be fine. But like if you lose like I'm just looking at all teams of West, all teams of East. If their main top 2, top 3 players are all healthy, we might get a situation where you're gonna be in the play-in with 50 games or 51 games. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like you might get a situation like that.
And what was it this year? 44?
In the West, it was the 7th seed was a 46-win team. In the East, whatever Cleveland was.
Well, in order for stuff like that to happen,
Mobley got hurt.
In order for stuff like that to happen, that means like the bottom 2 teams in the league have to.
Would have to suck. Yeah, there's going to be one.
They would have to have like less than 20 wins. Like,
yep, that's probably going to happen. I'm not going to be surprised. Somebody's going to do it.
Yeah, we just want to see because I don't know.
Yeah, like no offense, but Houston.
We won more than 20 games this year.
I hope so.
I promise
y'all don't. That's tough.
I promise you win.
I mean, John Wall up to date. Y'all gonna play him?
There he gone.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing.
Contract.
You said John Wall. So I want to transition into that. So it looks like they are going to buy him out. They're looking for either a trade or buyout. So most likely it's going to be a buyout. And GK, I wanted to let you know that I thought about what you said about John Wall's skill to run the offense and pass the ball. And you're right. I wouldn't use him as a spot-up shooter. I changed my mind.
What? Why would you say that, Troy?
Wait, when did you say that?
When did he say
that?
He said.
No, that's great. That's great. That's
I was wrong.
Evolving your take. Evolving your
Yeah, in the 40 games he played the last time, he averaged 7 assists. I'm sorry. I was wrong. All right.
When did you say this?
He says in the nightcap. He said John Wall.
He wanted to throw his $47 million ass in the corner for catch and shoots, and I'm like,
in context on the Lakers is what I said.
When has John Wall ever been a spot-up shooter though? Like on the Lakers, John Wall.
What I said was, I'll tell you what I said to you. What I said was, if the Lakers pick up John Wall, we know what players are relegated to when they play under LeBron. A spot-up shooter. If you don't think John Wall has been in the gym working on his spot-up shooting, I think you guys are misled. He's been there, standing in one spot, getting the pass and popping that thing because he knows, right? He knows that he's probably not going to be able to be that same person on a different team. So I was saying behind LeBron, he would be a spot-up shooter.
So you don't think you're trying to get him to do the Ray Allen model where you just completely transform your no, not everybody could do that.
You can do better.
I took it back.
I mean, you walking it back, so it's okay.
Don't make me take these damn lions off my shirt. All right, I took it back. All right, I rethought it. All right, we put some.
If you think John Wall is going to go anywhere and be anybody other than John Wall?
John Wall is Russell Westbrook without.
No, I don't think.
He's dribble, take it to the hole.
Under LeBron, Ben was good. Under LeBron, yes. That's all I'm saying. Under LeBron, yes.
Hey,
I mean that's not the worst thing I heard that was said while I was on vacation. So I ain't tripping that much.
What you heard, L baby?
That Keenan Allen was better than Justin
Jefferson.
Oh my god! That what else he say? That Frank Gore isn't a Hall of Famer, but Marshawn Lynch is. Like, I heard. Yeah, I was like, all right. It's a good thing.
We didn't get to.
I went to vacation on a good time because we
didn't get to chopping that one up and putting it over TikTok. But yeah, that one was wild.
Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, Marshawn Lynch is a Hall of Famer because of moments. Like, what are we doing? Like, come on.
I don't even know.
There's some crazy stuff.
Yeah, he has heard some crazy stuff. But back to basketball before we get to the football. All right. So the Hawks are going to move John Collison. We know that. But now they're looking to move Malcolm Brogdon. Also,
Brogdon's on the Pacers.
They moved him.
You talk about Miles Turner.
No, hold on.
Or those are two different news stories.
Oh, is Indiana trying to move?
Yeah, I think they're going to swap. Okay.
Malcolm
It's a rumor that the Hawks, John Collison, Pacers, Malcolm Brogdon expected to be traded soon.
Oh,
So I don't know.
Like for each other.
I was like, why? I was like, why would the Hawks trade for a point guard when they have one? Like, I mean, there's not many better point guards you can like. I know he's trash on defense. But like, how many? Okay. Yeah.
Chet has a lot more skills than
What point guard are you going to? What point guard are you really going
I don't
to
think for each
replace
other,
Trae Young with? And the Hawks are better off. Like, other than the obvious ones, like the top 3, 4. Other than that, you're not.
You need a defensive one.
Trae Young's a top 5 point guard, right?
That's not crazy. That's not crazy to say.
Yeah,
I would put him at 4 or 5.
You don't usually.
It really just depends on how you feel about Ja, to be honest. That's really what it depends on, how you feel about Ja, because it's Steph, Luka, and Dame off the rip. And then you could say it could be Trae, it could be Ja. Like, it really just depends on how you feel about it.
Then you got 4.
Yeah, so
what about LaMelo?
No.
I'm just
but
no,
that's fine.
This year.
Hey,
really
has the chat been this nasty?
No,
when I was gone, like,
no.
So I just get back and they start.
I'm just seeing you,
Garth got a big ass.
I didn't even say nothing crazy, so I don't know what we're doing.
Drew Holiday, Westbrook. Yeah, I guess you could say Trae's top 5 PG.
Yeah, so
what's going on in the chat?
Everybody just wants to be a hater. Everybody wants to hate.
Who's the top 5 PGs, Troy? Because I heard you say some names that I don't know.
Well, the list I just looked at is Steph.
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh no, I was just looking at some names and then seeing where I would put in my top 5.
So you were just going down through names and you were like,
I was just seeing like what were the names. So I was just saying Steph would be there for me, Luka would be there, Dame would definitely be there. Then I skipped Trae Young and was like CP would be there still for me. And then it said Drew Holiday, Russell Westbrook,
you're not counting
Aaron
LeBron.
Fox. So I was like, all right,
no, we're not doing that.
Trae.
LeBron is a small forward.
Does he not play the same way Luka plays? Like,
yeah. He's a small forward.
So then how is Luka not?
You can call him a small forward.
I mean, Luka was listed at the point
I'm
guard.
looking at the
don't they do the same shit?
in. No.
Was he listed at the point guard?
Luka is more James Harden than he is LeBron. Don't make me get into this bag. I've already been through it. I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. Like, Luka is more James Harden than he is LeBron James.
Definitely.
So like, I know it sounds nasty.
Yeah, he's a point guard.
I know what the trajectory is when you talk about James Harden. But like,
most of his career, he's listed as a point guard.
Yeah, he's a point guard. Luka.
Yeah, and LeBron James has been a small forward pretty much all of his career.
Yeah, we know that.
Point guard. Yeah, 1 year as a point guard.
And that was a win.
Yeah, Magic had 1 year, 1 series as a center.
That's funny.
Well, all right, I won't.
But yeah, back to the Indiana. Indiana is just content with being mid. That's what they're going to be. They're going to be middle of the pack. They might have a little run where they'll make the playoffs. And like that year with Victor Oladipo, they were like, oh, okay, Indiana's coming. Nope. They had that little stunt with Paul George. Oh, cool. Roy Hibbert fell off a cliff.
Trae Young is not trash, by the way.
I didn't say that.
No. Taz.
Oh, it sounded like you said Troy. You broke up a little bit. I was about to say, I did not say that. Don't put that on me.
But yeah, Indiana's whatever. Atlanta, they need defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Miles Turner. Like maybe 2 years ago, I wanted him to come to Boston when the rumors first started talking about.
I thought that would have been
him.
nice.
I thought that would have been really nice for us. But now, like Rob Woods. Now that Rob Williams is coming into his own, if he can stay healthy, he could definitely be our starting center for years to come. Because he's tough, he plays tough, he's good at blocking the ball at the rim. You know, he hustles down there. He's just not good on the perimeter. So if he can get better,
and y'all drafted him, right?
And
Yeah,
for whatever,
not many big men, many big men is good on the perimeter. That good on the perimeter. So.
And then Robert Williams, I'm not gonna lie, he had
You mean
Bam shook.
defensively?
Yeah.
Like if we keep it a buck, he had Bam shook. That man, he didn't have Hall of Fame intimidator. He had like OD. What's that card in my team? Emerald, whatever it's called. I don't know. That like Bam did not want to shoot against. He would drive, see Robert Williams and panic.
You should be hurt over more things than that, Taz.
Like it's crazy.
So,
But I think
shout out to Robert.
we're seeing like it's becoming so difficult to get a chip now, and it's so important to hit on some of your draft picks because I feel like you really need like for the depth of your roster, you really need like people that are on rookie contract deals or those lower deals filling out the middle to the bottom of your roster that aren't getting paid that much. Like you gotta be getting contributions where people like that are overperforming their contract because you're paying your star so much. So then when you start to get to the depth, like you need that. Like I don't think you can just buy superstars and be top heavy like Theo was saying and be able to get to a chip that way. Like I really think you need to hit on a 1-2 of your draft picks or like get somebody on some minimums.
It's a fact.
I say this about the super team era, but if we really sit back and think about it, the NBA is in a much better place because of the super team era. And this is the reason why. Steph, KD on the same team, LeBron, D-Wade, Bosh, all them dudes, LeBron in his East and the West dominating all that. It forced all these other little middle teams to get better. It forced everybody to realize, okay, no, we need depth because you can't just get your superstar players and then have some veterans on rookie deals that have played enough. I mean, that's not working anymore because as we see, if that was the case, like the Lakers should have beat the Suns even when AD went down. Why? Because you had LeBron, you had the vets, you had the spot up threes, but no, we had the young court outplaying them. You know what I mean? In the East, same thing. Like the East, I mean, granted, LeBron for 8 years he ran that thing, but once it was gone, we've had a new Eastern Conference champion every single time, every single year. Like literally, like that. There's not been a repeat. There's not been like I think there was some stat that was like every year since the Cavs made the what's it called, the finals. It was like you've had a new Eastern Conference champion every year. You've had a different conference finals matchup every year.
I got you, Taz.
I think it was the bubble that was the only one that repeated. So like, with Miami and Boston. So like every year, like that's why you see like we always talk about it. The Pelicans. Look how dangerous they're going to be and how they might look with Zion back. The Bulls at the time, we thought, oh snap, they might be a problem. Cleveland came out of nowhere. They're going to be a nice young team coming up. The Suns are still there. The Mavs, we'll see now that they got Christian Wood, but they got Luka.
Gbaby, and all those handful of teams you just named has at least 1-2 draft picks that they hit on.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. And then if honestly, like I say it all the time, the Kings and the Pacers should be better than what they are because on paper they've had good enough teams. They just are content with being mid. Like before Sabonis got there, even the Kings, there should have been no reason they weren't fighting for a play-in. Like there was no reason. You had
I can't stand this.
Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes. Rashawn Holmes is pretty good. Like he ain't like.
I want to go back to basketball when if you was the 19th or the 10th team in the conference, you didn't have a chance to make the playoffs. That's why.
Yeah, the play-in it's extra basketball.
I don't like that, G. But you just said the chance to fight to get into the play-in. Like
I'm just saying it because that's
right. But think about that.
There should be a chance to fight to get into the playoff.
It prevents 4 teams.
No, you're right. Nah, I don't think it's like that. But it does reward mediocrity. Like it does. Like we had
but
you could not
playing
win
meaningful basketball. I'm saying like if you're 9, 10, 11, you're more likely to be trying now.
Oh yeah, of course.
So what is it?
In the same breath,
it's better for the fans.
No. But in the same breath, what was the record for the Pelicans? And they were in the playoffs. What was their record?
I'll go check.
Like 34 and 48 or something like that.
Something like that.
Like to me, you can't be 6 games under 500 in the playoffs. Like,
But
Philly folded. Philly folded.
The Pelicans was 36-46.
Okay, well, you
And
see,
this is my problem with it. Because in normal basketball, right, normal settings,
it would have been the Clippers and the Timberwolves.
The Clippers would have been in the 8th seed.
Yeah, and then the Timberwolves would have been 7.
But the Clipper has 6 more wins and 6 less losses than the Pelicans, and they got into the play. Like that.
Yeah. And in the East too.
But you got to look at
in the East too. Cleveland would have made it.
You said what you said, Theo?
Yeah, the East was more close. The Nets was 44-38, Cleveland 44-38, Hawks was 43-39,
but still in regular basketball, it would have been.
They would have missed it.
7.
And honestly, the Hawks
you got to think from a business perspective. What's better for the NBA? Like, you get more fans from more cities still engaged later in the year by doing this. You sell more tickets, you get more viewership. Like, yeah. And everybody loves to see the underdog win, so they're going to be tuning in.
Okay, yeah, you say it's bit like business-wise, right? It's better for business because that's a more money, longer contract. You know, like even if it's just a couple more games, it's longer contracts, like longer TV deals. I mean, so
we want to play
business-wise,
but we want to shorten the season also. So let's shorten the season and play a play-in. Yeah. More money, more entertainment, more games for people to watch. Yeah,
Troy, have y'all already talked about what Richard Jefferson said about it?
I wanted to talk about the Draymond.
They get rid of the back-to-backs.
Then I'll save it.
Yeah, I want to talk about this Draymond thing. So Draymond, the first thing I want to talk about, I'm gonna kick it to you.
Well, I said Richard Jefferson, but that's
I want to talk about the Draymond thing with the perk, and then we get to that. I'll kick it to you after that. But I'm gonna kick it to you two to refer to it because you only sent me Draymond's part. You didn't send
I thought I sent the TikTok. Oh, I didn't find the TikTok.
Yeah, you didn't send me the perk. I need the perk.
Yeah, I would really like to hear all of the details of all the context of like the full story of everything that we did.
Well, the text Draymond and Kendrick.
Well, I saw what Perk said on the JJ Redick podcast. I watched that video, and basically what he said is that when Boston in 2008, when Boston went against the Cavs and they went to Game 7, that he was praying that LeBron tore his ACL.
Yeah,
doesn't it go back to before that? Weren't they going at each other before that video?
Yeah,
but I'm just talking about where it stemmed from. This is where this stemmed from. This is what Draymond is saying. This is what it stemmed from. Draymond heard that he said that, and Draymond took a disliking to it. And I just listened to the video of Draymond. Only thing I think people have a problem with what Draymond said is that he said cool. Because everything else he said, everything else he said, I thought was fine. But just because he called them, the C word, I don't want to repeat it. It throws everybody off. But he wasn't wrong in what he said, that he can go and tell the truth, but he should have kept that to himself.
So what did he say?
Kendrick or Draymond?
No. How did Draymond respond to that? Like, what did he say?
Kendrick was like,
hear it? I'll play it.
Okay,
I'll play it. You want to hear it?
Let's play it.
Yeah, it's loading.
We do not own the rights to this video.
Yeah, we do not. All right, just playing some audio.
Kendrick Perkins, you act like this clown, and it's baffling to me. He could never be you. You know why he could never be you? Because he never done it. You go up here acting like him. You don't have to do that, buddy. You played. You did it. Go talk about it. Or can you not? I'd hope that you can. With all these hot takes you make, you should be able to. You don't have to act like that, my man. You don't have to go up there. You go from being enforcer to coon. How does that happen? At least you act like an enforcer. I didn't really ever take you for one. Which is why when we were playing the Cavs in the NBA Finals and I was shaking them pom-poms and people was like, oh, man, I remember my Twitter blowing up. Like, you leave LeBron alone. You shouldn't be shaking pom-poms at LeBron. LeBron, my big brother, I would never shake pom-poms at him. Also, who's he cheering for? I was shaking pom-poms at the guy in the suit in the back or the bench. Shaking my pom-poms.
It's like another minute. And I don't want to play the whole thing.
You got to hear Perk response to it.
Yeah,
I just sent you the TikTok. I don't know if we want to play it because there's a lot of curse words in it. But just to simplify, he basically was like, hey, bro, you can say whatever I want about my takes, how I feel, blah blah blah. Don't call me a coon. We're gonna scrap. Like, hey, it's gonna be a problem. Don't be disrespectful.
Only person I got to like.
You all bark, no bite, blah blah blah. Which, yeah, that's the only thing I don't care about.
That was funny.
Calling
funny,
me a coon,
yeah, don't
like,
or
I don't know if we can get censored for that, but calling me that,
yeah,
nah, bro, we gonna have to scrap.
Little,
I don't care how big, tall, who you is.
What's up, Rated?
That's crazy. That's crazy. But as far as everything else that Draymond said, nah, you're right. Like, don't prey on another man injury. Like,
yeah, that was
that. Like, that's
that was wild. That was
crazy.
wild. That was
like,
wild.
I get he was trying to joke around and saying like the only way we could win is if LeBron got hurt. But you don't. Like Draymond said,
and then JJ tried to like clean it up though too. Yeah, JJ tried to be like, "Oh, sprained ankle," you know,
he was
something
like
that.
ACL.
He's like, nah, he would still be able to play. He was like, "Nah, I wanted him not to be able to play." Yeah. And to me, that's just him being real. He should have kept that to himself. But that just means Perk being the person that he is. It's just him being real. So I mean, it is outrageous for him to say it out loud, but if that's how he felt, that at least he can admit it to himself that he preyed on another man's downfall.
I mean, I used to pray on Cat's downfall all the time, but I never wished he got hurt. I just wanted him to lose. I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
I
just wanted him to suck while losing. That's all I wanted.
Yeah,
I never said get hurt or nothing like that. So, but if Draymond would have you could have said you went from enforcer to, a kitty cat, the other word. I don't want to get us in trouble, but you could have said enforcer to that. You could have said enforcer.
Say it the Donald Trump way.
Enforcer to jerk. You could have said all that. You went cool, my dude. Like,
yeah, that's
like,
let's stop saying that though. Let's stop saying that.
I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry. But nah. Like that's like. I think. Me as a black man, that's one of like you can say whatever you want about me. Calling me that or calling me a Uncle Tom or something, that's like the quickest way to like. I don't care who you are, I lose respect for you off the rip. Like I can't, like, nah, don't say it. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that bag, but yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, that was wild.
You experienced technical difficulties. Yeah, we definitely don't play that. But Draymond said something else that I wanted to touch. He said that a Kyrie and LeBron team up wouldn't beat the Golden State Warriors.
Right now?
Oh, that's what Draymond said?
Yes.
That's how he should feel, because he low-key right. He low-key kind of, well, I lied. It depends on what Clay looks like in that
Kyrie, LeBron, and a healthy AD.
No, because this is how I feel. Golden State has more depth, but it's up to Clay. Because if Clay looks like he did in the first 3 games of that Boston series, then no. But I don't think they coming out the West regardless.
Like that.
I don't care what the Lakers do. I don't think they coming out the West. They would have to get top-notch bench players to say, you know what? Let me go ahead and play for this.
I think they'll get up there by subtracting. Like I think you take Carmelo Anthony out the lineup. Man. Your defense gets better. Your offense is gonna be all right because you got Kyrie.
Well, I'm sorry, real quick.
You want to take away Melo's minutes?
Hold up.
What is he on the team
for? Wait. What defense?
You said Melo?
Yes, Melo.
Them getting Kyrie. What defense?
What defense gets better? A healthy AD.
Okay, that's one player.
The defense gets better because Melo is worse than defense. He doesn't rotate for anything. At least Kyrie can.
You saying put Melo on the bench?
No, I said take Melo off the team.
Okay, so who do you replace Melo with? Because I'm trying to find out where these defenders are that you're talking about. Other than
hold on, let's go pull up that free.
Because I just want to say real quick. You can say AD's the best.
I got a question. You
can say hold up real quick. No, I don't think Melo's a good defender at all. That's not my point. You could even say right now that AD's the best big man defender in the league. You can say whatever you want.
Let's go.
If you have a great defender, but trash, like one great piece of a defender, interior, mind you, but trash defenders around you, you know what kind of defense you get?
How good was the latest defense?
Wait. If you look at Kyrie,
they had better defense.
Who's the better on-ball defender? Who's the better on-ball defender, Kyrie or Carmelo?
Kyrie by default, but they both like
I
whatever.
didn't say by
Like,
default. Who's a better on-ball defender?
I mean, you just say Kyrie, but they both below average.
When you got a guy that's he can lead his guy to an area where we can play good defense. Melo can't do anything. Melo cannot rotate. Kyrie. Melo, you see Kyrie
I would say
in front of people when they play defense.
Why was they
okay, so wait, Trent. I want to answer your question real quick. When LeBron and them they won the chip, their defense
it was top 3, right? And defense,
yeah, something like that. Yeah, but do
why?
they have those same defenders on this team now? Like, not players, like quality defenders, because they had Caruso playing top-notch defense. KCP was playing top-notch defense. Even like, who else they have coming off the bench? Was it Dwight Howard on the team? Like they don't have that right now. They like is Dwight Howard still there?
They will be a better. AD wasn't healthy this year, so that's a hit on the defense. Kyrie's a better on-the-ball defender than
he can play 82 games.
He's a better any kind of ball defender than Melo. He's probably a better rebounder than Melo.
They're not paying Melo anything though. I feel like he's there on pennies. Then you got to keep him.
Wait.
Yeah, but they ain't paying Kyrie anything either. If he go, they'd be paying him $6 million.
Well, no, because they would have to get rid of Westbrook and then give him Westbrook's money.
They wouldn't. If Kyrie opts out of his contract, they could just sign him to the $6 million.
I know they could,
but Westbrook theoretically could still be on the team.
They don't want him there is the problem. They don't want him there is the problem. So here's my thing. Even if AD plays, what's the most amount of games you could play? You can play 82 games and then 4 7-game series, right? So that's 28. Even if he plays 110 games straight, no problems healthy, right? He's 100% healthy. They still don't have the other perimeter defenders that they had when they won the chip. They don't have Caruso, KCP, and the boys.
In the clutch.
They don't have Dwight Howard on the bench.
They will be better this year. That's what I'm saying. They wouldn't be as good as that year.
Okay, so by default, they will be better because they have a better defender on the court for more of the time. But that still doesn't solve their defensive problems. I'm not saying they are the Utah Jazz. But Rudy Gobert, best defender they had, and their defense was still getting cooked. Why? Because they did not have perimeter defenders, even average ones. So Rudy Gobert was always having to come out to help. So I'm saying the Lakers don't have.
The Lakers just need some better 3-and-D wings.
What?
Nobody in Utah plays defense except Rudy Gobert, bro.
And I'm telling you, nobody right now on the Lakers can play defense.
But Lakers
other than AD and LeBron when you want.
They have better defenders though. They have better defenders.
Hold on. The Lakers only have
who
like
are
4
these better
players.
defenders? That's what I want to know. Who are these better defenders?
But hold on, Gbaby.
Defenders, none.
No, tell me who the better defenders are on the Lakers though. That's what I want to know.
Bron's a better defender than everybody's on the Utah team except for Rudy Gobert.
And he chooses not to play defense 70% of the time.
Defender than everybody on that team except Rudy Gobert.
But we're talking like Westbrook's gonna be gone. We literally like Westbrook is gone. I thought we were talking in the midst of Kyrie there. Is that not what we was talking? Or are you just saying in general, like no matter who's there? Because with Russ, yeah, he's better. But like, what type of defense was Russ playing this year with AD on the court?
You said what?
What type of defense was Russ playing this year with AD on the
court? They need to convince Russ to change his role mentally. Like they got to take they got to take the turnovers away from him and the bad jumpers. And then if he could just play defense and slash, because that's what he's good at, then they would be all right.
Tyson said it.
Ty, real quick, I just want to say that is not the only reason your defense was bad. That's part of it. Braun having to play center was not good for y'all defensively wise. That is not the only reason your defense was bad.
All right. Bradley Beal is said to be opting out of will have a $40 million contract that he has left, and he's going to sign a 5-year max deal of $248 million with the Wizards.
What's up, BooWop? How you feeling?
What's going on? What's the word, bro?
What's up?
Bradley Beal. So, you know what's so great about Bradley Beal? He's getting his money, but he ain't never claimed that, like, he's like, hey, I'll wait in Washington, but he ain't never been like, my number one goal is to win a championship at all costs. Because if he did, I'd be killing him. I'm like, why are you staying in Washington then? But this man, is this not his second $200 million extension? Did he get one the first time? Did he get? Yeah, this is second. That's 400 and something million.
Listen, he told this camp, bro, I could retire right now and I'm good. My mama good. Her mama good. Everybody good.
So with that being said, Bradley Beal, you get your money and go average 30, my dude.
He wasn't
You go get your go get your 240 mil and go average 30.
Yeah,
With
get
KC and Kuz.
Nothing wrong with it.
Shout out to Bradley Beal. That's
You
my
can't say he's not
Clap
one
it
of
up
the
for
best
Bradley.
stars right now in the league.
Keep winning me some fantasy leagues too. My dude.
Can't say he's not one of the best shooting guards in the league right now. So smart move though. What you guys thoughts?
I mean, I don't think it's a small move, but hey, bro, get your money, bro. Like,
Hey, 240 mil. Who else gonna give him
Depending
that?
on what you're moving towards.
The money wise, that's a great move. What you talking about? That's a great
When
move.
all those dollar bills are staring you dead in the face right in front of you, that's hard to pass.
I want to know what the signing bonus is. I want to know when he signs it. What's gonna hit the account the next day? That's what I want to know. Cause
100 mil.
Wake up in the morning like, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I stay in Washington too.
It's not. He's not gonna wake up. Look, we will wake up in the morning and be like, yeah. He's gonna wake up like, okay, it's there. Like, he's gonna be like, okay, it's there. He ain't gonna give two F's about the new money because he, like he said, his money already stacked. So
I'm not gonna lie. I stay in Washington too for 240 million.
But I just think he's supposed to do that anyway, though. Like Washington can't afford to lose him, so he in a winning situation. They gonna pay him.
bro, they're gonna throw everything they got.
Well, yeah,
why-
exactly.
that's-
Because what
that's
else
why
are they gonna do? What else are they
But
gonna
what
do?
is that? Where does that lead to other players? Like, if Kuzma wants to win, how long do you think like he's gonna sit there and be like?
Kuzma got a chip. He ain't worried about nothing.
Kuzma
Like,
can't
no, I
get
don't
what he
think-
wants.
I don't
Kuzma's
think-
not good enough to
I'm
get
not
what he
saying-
wants.
I'm not saying he gets what he wants, but if his contract is up and he's like, I want to go win it and be in contention to
can
win
go
another
leave.
chip,
Then nobody's gonna care.
Hey,
that
GK, what
teams
you mean
will
by that,
definitely
bro?
sign
I
him.
was-
That's not true. There ain't
I
nobody
was
gonna
just
care.
thinking
Teams will
about that.
definitely
Troy. I
sign
was
him.
just thinking about that. We were just talking about like if it is to happen, you got to get a good draft pick, which is probably going to be able to get because you're going to be a terrible team, and you got to get some vet minimums to make sure you can have the cap space to do stuff.
Right.
But I feel like Kuz, like young players like Kuz, he can leave. Not saying that he can leave like he's not good enough. Like he's probably going, if he wants to win a championship, he's probably going to leave. He don't like the way, if they're going to be like Portland or something like that, like in the middle pack or below.
Where the Porzingis? Ain't Porzingis there too?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, they got a
Porzingis
couple
there too,
pieces. They got a couple decent. They got
What
him. They got Hachimura. They have that center. That's pretty good.
I know
They have the
Porzingis
center.
is not a good example because
Kuzma?
but
KCP.
what if Porzingis like, nah, I want to go win. I'm gonna go somewhere and try to win.
I genuinely think Kuzma and KCP like, look, I got my ring. That was probably going to be the best opportunity I had to get my ring. I'm chilling. Let me go get as much money.
How
as
can
I-
KC be the?
Think about it. Think about it.
Like KCP.
Yeah, KCP.
Think of
Think
Hachimura,
about
right?
it. They, he cool. I don't really.
And they got
I think
Hachimura
he's
and they got
young.
a center. They
Yeah,
got that center that
Hachimura-
got hurt.
Yeah,
That's
Hachimura went with who?
What's in it?
I only know about KP. I can't tell you who
I
else. on
forget
the
his
team.
name. They had a center that was
Gafford?
No, he's talking
Yeah.
about
Alex Land or
name?
something like that.
no.
no.
What's his name?
Yeah, I think Gafford was the one I was
Thomas Bryant.
Brian or something like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
Thomas Bryant.
Yes.
Yeah, he all right. He cool. He
Cape
ain't
Indiana.
crazy. But nah, Bradley, like I think think about it. He get to play for $240 million and get summers off every year. He ain't gotta play not a month, not a day.
All I gotta get through is 82 games and I get to go home.
I do
all this money.
$240 million to have summers off.
I ain't never gonna knock a man that's like, look, everybody here to win championships. That's good. Y'all worry about y'all legacy. I worry about my pocket.
But I don't-
Exactly.
I
Like
don't think
you. Go ahead,
that-
boy.
I was just gonna say I don't think that he don't care about winning.
Me either.
I
I think he wants to win.
I think he do. I just think he gotta. It'd be dumb to not get this money though. Like for
Yeah.
real.
100%. But what if he sign this 5 year and then after this 5 years I'll be how old is him right
He
now?
like 30 or 31 right now, right?
Right, that's-
Maybe 32.
He might be 30.
So if he's
I think
30,
he's
that's
30.
35, 36. So if then at
And then he
36
can go
now
be
I
a-
go sit
yeah,
on
he
the
gonna be a
championship
backup piece
team.
on the championship
right,
team
on the
and
championship team and
Get
get
a
my
couple
ring.
shots. I mean, yeah, that's cool. Like I said, like
Now you can make
Listen,
him a
like
backup
Dame.
knockdown shooter, but not John Wall.
like I think the difference
There
between
you
him
go.
and Dame is Dame
Gotta tell John
swear
not to
up
shoot.
and like Dame swear up and down it ain't about the money. He want to win his, and I'm just
28.
Like, bro, like
He said Bill 28. So
I was like, Portland ain't doing what they need.
at
to do,
33, at 33, he could definitely be like, yo, I could just all right. Now it's time for me to go be serious about winning.
Yeah, but you got to think too. A 5 year is really a
Bill
4
is
year
28.
because
Yeah, he got opted out too. Yeah,
He can turn to Ray
28?
Allen.
I would have asked for
and
260.
he could definitely turn into Ray
That's
Allen. Definitely.
crazy.
When LeBron
Bradley
playing with
is
Bronny,
28.
LeBron's last season with Bronny,
Brian ain't
the
gonna be
Bradley
there 5
Beal.
years, bro.
What?
And you got to look at it like this too. Washington's like, hey, we are what we are. Like, how about 240 million? You just stay here. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know he was 28. Please, I would have asked for 260, 270. I would have been
Give me
like,
3.
hey,
I want the
another
Patrick
20.
Mahomes deal.
Add
You want
another
to keep
20.
me? You want to keep me? I want the Patrick Mahomes deal. All right, that's the deal I want. But G, you said you had something you want to get to. What was the other thing that you said you wanted to talk about?
Who, me?
Yeah, it was something that you said.
Oh, I didn't know y'all talked about it already. Richard Jefferson and Shannon Sharp going at it. Well,
Richard Jefferson?
What they do?
Shannon Sharp. So basically,
Oh yeah,
Richard
they were going back and forth.
Yeah, Richard Jefferson. I don't know if he said it in an interview somewhere or what, but he was like, he basically was saying like people like Stephen A. and all that who talk about all sports usually use broad generalities because they talk about all that. That's not who I am. I don't care about football. I don't care about these other sports. So I'd rather just stick in my area, go cover basketball. That's basically what he was saying. Shannon Sharp was on, obviously, whatever their show is. He was talking about, they started talking about some, and then he was like, "You're being lazy, Richard. I immersed myself in all sports. That's why I'm able to sit across from Skip because I can talk about football. I did that. I'm not like," he was basically saying, "You lazy. I actually chose to learn. I can talk about political."
Damn, G, we heard that before, haven't we?
Because I read and all that. That's basically what he was saying. Richard Jefferson made a TikTok. He was like, 1, don't you ever call me lazy because I do this, this, and that. 2, don't say I can't talk about political issues and all that because if you know my backstory, then he proceeded to give a backstory about his mom. They moved from wherever she was, in the 80s, and it was all that racism and segregation. He basically started talking about all that, so he knows. He's very well informed. So, and then he ended it was like, so basically, you're being lazy and you're using a broad generality on me because you don't know what I've been through, so don't accuse me of not putting in the work and yada, yada, yada. I don't know if Shannon Sharp has responded or not, but that was Friday or Thursday.
I mean, I have heard that same thing. I'm being lazy because I don't want to talk about the other sports. I heard that. It rings a bell. So I get exactly what.
Yeah, so Shannon Sharp basically
Jefferson
kind of challenged his work
through.
ethic and all that, but I didn't know if y'all talked about it or not or care. So
no, we didn't talk about it. But if you guys want to address it, we can address it.
Well, I was about to say I could be wrong, but I think that Shannon Sharp has like walk back stuff like that before, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
He did.
Like,
he very well
when the pressure
back today. I'm not sure.
When the pressure start hitting, it's easy to walk backwards when the pressure in front of you. That's why you gotta watch the way you say things and how you address other people. Like, don't think other people just gonna take what you think you're saying, your opinion about them. Like, keep your opinion on my takes. Keep your opinion on what I'm saying.
Don't attack my character.
Don't attack my work ethic or what I put in here. Like we put a lot of work in, and I'm pretty sure like Richard, I see him on all different shows. Like he puts a lot of work in what he's doing in his craft that he's trying to build after basketball. You can't attack a man that's up like that. That's fighting for his like that. So everybody good?
Yep.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
BooWop.
What up?
Who we got in this TVT today?
Oh my lord. GK.
It's the Suns versus the Sixers, right?
It's the 93 Suns versus the 01 Sixers. You got to say the years, GK. You can't just say Sixers versus Suns. You see that every year. All right, so you guys at home know how this works.
Barkley Suns and AI Sixers.
Mm-hmm.
The years they went to the finals, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go.
This is a pretty good one, I think.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, definitely is.
Thank you. Gbaby helped me. He decided on it, so give some credit to G. And then Trent came through with the like too, I think, because I gave you 3 of them, right?
Yeah, and I was like, let's do this one. And I honestly chose it because AI was there, so I was like, why not?
Yeah. I think all 3 of them was good though.
When did they go to the finals? This is not the roster.
92, 93, and 01, and then 01.
Yeah.
No. I'm
BooWop,
stupid. I just
DK.
put the wrong team. I put Sixers.
L baby. It's changed his name to L Baby. Gotcha. All right. So the order is Theo, BooWop, GK, Tron, L Baby. All right, I'm gonna give you the categories. You guys know how this works, and then you just give me
Who is
you got.
L Baby?
You don't look at your screen.
Oh my gosh.
No, his name not G Baby no more. It's L Baby.
Oh my
His
god.
name, Alpha. What's good, baby?
I took like 4 L's back to back before I went on vacation. So.
Have we heard about Kuzma in Boston? No, we have not heard about Kuzma in Boston. Enlighten us though. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, so that's the order. I'm gonna say your name the first time, and then the second time you're on your own. All right. 93 Suns versus 01 76ers. Theo, offense.
Suns.
BooWop,
Suns.
GK,
Suns.
Trent,
Suns.
and L Baby.
Suns.
Defense.
Sixers.
Sixers.
Me, Sixers.
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 Better coach.
Sixers.
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 Oh, Sixers, my bad.
Sixers.
Both y'all said Sixers?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sixers.
everybody sweep.
All right, Alfred said that he put a tweet out saying Boston is really nice in the summer, and people are speculating his arrival to the seas. I'll believe it when I see it. We a lot of rumors going on. You guys should know that this is rumor 2 weeks until we get to when people can be traded. But like Terrence Ross said, I don't know if any of you guys watch Terrence Ross's little podcast that he had, was Gaming Channel. But he said players have already been traded. We didn't talk about that. We might have to address that.
Yeah.
All right, back to the thing. Better bench.
Who's that bitch? Tom Chambers was on the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cedric Sobo. Yeah, I'm gonna go Suns.
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 6-man.
Who was the 6th man for the Suns?
He was
Cedric.
yes.
Cedric, right? Yeah.
So the Suns had, I think, two or three players on the Suns were in the running for 6-man, like top 5 or something like that. I think.
Well, shit, Philly had the.
But Philly had the 6-man.
I was about to say like they actually had it. So
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Philly.
look at Danny Ainge.
I'm gonna say Philly too.
Me too. Philly.
Philly.
Best playmaker. Philly?
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm
This
gonna
might be
say
the first one I'm sweet.
I'm gonna say the Suns.
I'm gonna say the Suns too.
Suns.
Kevin Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna have to go Suns as well. Tony Kukoc was on this team? Crazy.
Yep.
He said they
Toughness.
gross laugh.
Did he get traded?
Toughness, Philly.
He got traded for Mutombo, I thought.
Toughness.
Nah.
I can't remember.
No, but Tumble was in the playoffs.
No, yeah, I think he got traded. I don't know what happened. Because I know they got Mutombo in the middle of the year.
No, he got traded for Theo Ratcliffe,
Oh.
BooWop?
who was damn near the defensive player.
I ain't hear the category, bro.
Toughness.
Toughness.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go to Sixers.
Oh, Sixers.
Yeah, it's GK.
Sixers.
Philly.
Chemistry.
Gonna go that gross laugh.
I might go Philly, man. That's,
I'm gonna say
I'm
the
gonna go
Suns.
Philly. I'm gonna go Philly.
I think there's an argument to be made on both sides of this one, but I'm gonna say the Suns.
And BooWop, I didn't hear what you said.
Suns.
I'll go with Phoenix.
Yeah, that's fine. Phoenix.
Who would you rather play?
Who would I rather
Suns.
play?
Suns.
Like, who do you think's easier to beat, basically?
Sixers. Sixers.
You said, wait, hold on, wait. What's the question?
Who would you rather play against?
Who would
Trey?
you rather
Like,
play
if you
against?
wanted an easy win, who would you rather play against?
I'm gonna. I'll say Sixers.
Yeah, Philly.
Baby.
I'm trying not to be biased here, so I think I'd rather play Philly.
And who wins?
Against each other.
What do you say, Theo? Are you thinking?
I'm thinking.
I didn't hear you. What you thinking?
In the 7-game series, like the 7-game series.
One game.
Oh,
One game.
Yeah,
One game.
Okay, that changes my answer.
Yeah.
We should start doing 7-game series, matter of fact, because it's the finals. So yeah,
If it's
7-game series.
If it's a 7-game series, I'm gonna go Philly, bro.
Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm going Phoenix. Yeah.
Suns.
Yeah, I'm going Phoenix too. If it was one game though, give me
All
mine.
right, y'all can discuss.
No, yeah, pretty simple.
I just wanted to say, like, with the chemistry thing, you could argue both sides. Like, I picked Phoenix, but you could argue Philly too, because basically how they all molded to the fact that, like, all right, AI is going to be the offense and we're going to be the defense, and like this is basically is working, except we just lost to a really, really good Laker team.
But they lost to the historic team.
It was 23-27 Sixers.
Was it really?
Suns at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Suns at 5. They get one game.
Yeah, that's what I said. If it was one game,
I'm
thinking
thinking,
AI.
yeah, Suns is 6 for me.
I would say 6.
Yeah, I don't.
All right, because I feel the way I feel.
Philly in 6. I got Philly in 6.
Because real quick, you said Suns at 5. What was this like? What were the scores of those games?
The Suns
I mean,
games?
no, the Lakers and Sixers when they went 4-1. I want to know what the scores of those games.
I mean, I can look it up right now.
I'm already on back.
It was. I don't think it was egregious.
Because if it wasn't,
It was 107, 101, 89, 98, 91, 96, 86, 100, 96, 108.
So the last two games were the blowouts.
Yeah, the last two games were the last game was a blowout. Now the last game they lost by 8. The last game they lost by 8. The game before, yeah, they didn't really get blown out.
I just don't see them winning at all. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not saying they'd win. I'm just saying they'd make it more competitive. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've came around to Kevin Johnson. I think I like him a little bit more.
No, Kevin Johnson was tough that year.
Because it took Jordan to drop 41 to beat the Suns in the finals.
Bro, and Paxson had that miracle, or not a miracle, like Paxson had that shot that
he shot like 41 though, like
that's one game.
No, in the series.
Oh, he averaged 12. Okay, now I'm with you, Trent. I'm with you, Trent.
Like I don't see. Like
what did the next guy average though?
But
Scotty was 21. BJ Armstrong was 13.
Whoa, wait, stop. MJ averaged 41. Scotty averaged 21.
Yes.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
That means they wasn't really stopping either of them guys to me.
So wait, what was the? I want to know what these.
They didn't play no defense.
But Gbaby, like
Right.
Chuck was the MVP that year, right?
It looked like they played
BooWop,
defense.
was Chuck the MVP that year?
Yeah, he won it.
So Chuck was the MVP that year, and then I believe they had some really good momentum at the end of that series going into Game 6, and they probably should have won Game 6, but Paxson had a 3 at the end of the game that was like a shot, I think, like a game winner. And had he not made that, then like the Suns probably go on to win. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. It's him and Kerr. Those are the only other two people that hit a game winning shot to help the Bulls win, right? It's always gonna. Those are two names I only remember.
I feel like AI would go crazy. I feel like he'd go crazy.
He would go crazy.
I think
everybody else would just be mid.
Everybody would be the same like they are right now. Like they'd be the same like they were in the series.
But that's the thing. I think AI would definitely average 35 points in the series. But I just think he'll lose overall because he's just not as good as Michael Jordan for one. And it took a monumental effort for Michael Jordan to beat this team. Like I mean,
Was it monumental or did their defense just suck?
I think it was monumental.
Yeah.
I mean, 41 points a game, bro.
That Suns
That
team,
don't
I'm
sound
pretty
like
sure.
defense to me.
BooWop, wasn't
What
that
was
Suns
Barkley
team
and
the
them
best
averaging
team in the
though?
league that year?
Barkley.
To me, they're just saying they just don't play defense, bro. Like,
Right, that's what it's saying to me. I'm with Theo there.
No, to me, I look at the Lakers when the Bulls played the Lakers Mike's first finals. Like that was a team to me that didn't have real good defense. He looked like he easily dominated them. 31, 11, and 7, I think he averaged. Like that's a team that looked like they just couldn't stop him. To me, against Phoenix, Mike had to put up them type of points because Barkley was matching Mike on the other end. He was performing.
Charles was 27 and 13. Kevin Johnson was 17 and 6. Dan Marley averaged 17, and then Richard Dumas averaged 15, and then the rest.
So you said Chuck was what?
Chuck was hooping.
Like I think Charles Barkley probably had the best performance as a superstar
Gbaby,
against
how you
Michael
said
Jordan
offensive and not defensive
in the finals.
I don't think it's no.
Who do you think their toughest matchup was?
It might have been Phoenix, or no, I take that back. It was the Supersonics.
You talking about that season or during their whole like?
No, during their 6 trips, it was the toughest matchup.
I would have to say Seattle.
He probably Seattle, bro.
Interesting.
I mean, the Suns took him what? Seattle took him to 5 or 6?
6.
Nah,
6.
everybody was 6.
They
Everybody
don't-
was 6 except for the Lakers were 5, right?
Yeah,
And
everybody.
who did
else
they play in between?
Everybody else was 6.
Even though
How much
who
was
else?
6
Who
too?
were the Blazers?
Portland, Phoenix,
Oh, I thought that was
Seattle,
5.
and Jazz. They played all of them in 6 games. Beat them all in 6. But I think Seattle was the only. No, maybe Phoenix too. I know for sure Seattle was one of the only teams to beat them 2 games in a row in the finals.
Nah, they Phoenix took them 3 overtimes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you could say Phoenix as well. I wouldn't be mad at them, but I think only thing I would say is I think when you factor in Gary Payton's ability to guard Michael Jordan like nobody else could out of them, you know what I'm saying, the 6 finals, I think that's the wild card of why I think I would say Seattle because they had Gary Payton. And if they would have put Gary Payton on to begin the series, who knows what could have really happened.
You would just, I mean, like, I guess me personally, I know I don't get paid to do that, so I'm not trying to disrespect anybody in their job. But some decisions that they make later on, you just think they would make them off the rip. Like, why wouldn't you put Gary Payton on Michael Jordan to start? I would. Like, hindsight's 2020, but there's times where I'm just sitting there, I'm like, why would you do that? Like, just
I
to me,
could
that
say,
don't
like,
make sense to me.
You gotta
Like,
think
it just doesn't.
Gbaby, those guys are thinking about it going into the series for hours on end, like nonstop. So
No.
like,
And that's why it
Usually when
mind
you
boggles
do
me
that,
that
like,
they make the wrong decision.
No,
Like,
this is not a wrong decision though, Gbaby. It's like when people say, "Why didn't Giannis guard KD the whole game?" You don't put your best player on the best offensive
Tire him
player.
out.
You got to save him because, like, at the end of the game,
Give you no offense at the
you
end of
can
the game.
actually put him on him at the end of the game.
okay, but
I want the best
'cause-
out of Gary Payton on the offensive side the whole game, bro.
I hear you and stuff, but like, here's my that's different with y'all. Like, I'm not saying the best player needs to guard the best player. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying your best, like, Michael Jordan is their number 1 offensive threat, no questions asked on that. Unless my best defender is a big, I want my best defender on him. That's me. That's just
But
me
your best
personally. Because
defender
like,
happen to be your playmaker, though. Your best defender happen to be your main facilitator. You cannot put him on Jordan, bro. Imagine guarding Michael Jordan. And guess what? You in foul trouble now. Guess what? 3rd quarter, 4th quarter, I can't play you all these minutes that I need you to play because you're in foul trouble.
but boy, because obviously I wasn't alive during this time. You said
Yo,
that Gary
spitting
Payton
right
didn't
now.
start. You said Gary Payton didn't start guarding MJ till later in the series, right? Like
Game
like
4.
what game?
Game 4.
Game 4, and that's when everything changed, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
They
won.
like I'd be with
The
you
Bulls-
if you said like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
The Bulls won the first 3 games of the series, right?
Damn.
They put Gary Payton on them and it changed.
Game 4, the Seattle Supersonics won game 4 and 5. So, like, you can't, like, and you can notice the difference in Mike. Like, Mike was averaging 30 through them first 3 games, and he averaged 25, I think, like, or 24 or something like that Gary Payton shot terrible from the
It's
field.
the impact.
Gary
It's
Payton
the-
was causing real problems.
That's why I said, like, I feel like just me, like, okay, maybe not game 1, game 3. Nah, bro, Gary Payton would have been on MJ. Like, that's just me though. Game 3, by game 3,
even George Karl said that though. He know that was a mistake. He know that. And then they also blame the I think the flight, the 1-day flight or something like that, jet lag or something like that. They said Gary was tired the next day or something like that. Whatever, but I just still think you gotta put Gary Payton on Michael Jordan game 1. In my opinion, I know what Theo's saying though. Like it's a tough decision to make though, because he is your best playmaker and you need him. And if he's in foul trouble, it's
but it's a 7-game series. Like, okay, game 1, fill him out, cool. Maybe stretch it to game 2, maybe. I personally wouldn't, because the way I feel, I'm like, I know I was born in '98, but I'm more of an old school. Like, look, you can rest when the series is over. You can get better when the series is over. You got all these months to have an off season to recover. Nah, I need you now. We trying to win.
Yeah, no, but Gbaby, what they're saying is
if we're gonna get enough. No, I know what they're saying. Like
you put him on him, and then Mike gets him in foul trouble. Then what are you gonna do?
Yeah, but I'd rather run the risk of having, like, had he had won a DPOY at that point yet? Had Gary Payton won
defense player of the year that year, I think.
That year, I'd rather have my defense player of the year on their best player and live with what happens. Because, I mean, granted, hindsight is 2020, but look, the second they put him on, what happened? They won 2 straight. I believe BooWop said
but that's a scheme change. I mean, I give that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I'm with all that. Like, I 100% get. I just think and BooWop said it. George Karl said that was a mistake. He should have done it sooner. Me personally, I just feel like that decision, like, because to me, it's not a hard one. It's not a hard one. Put your best defender player on Michael Jordan and make everybody else beat you. Like if Scottie Pippen dropped 40 and beats us, I'm gonna live with that. I don't want MJ to be the one to do it. That's how I always feel. If you gonna lose in a series, you gonna lose a championship, let it be because somebody else just stepped up. Don't let the obvious main best player do it. You know, like for example, NBA Finals Game 7. If the Cavs would have lost, Draymond beat him. He had like 33. That was unusual. If Draymond is going crazy like that, I can't say nothing. Like I'd rather him do it to Steph or Clay. So that's my thing. Like, I'm not about to let the best player beat me. I'm gonna make Scotty, even though Scotty, top 50, he cool and everything. I'm gonna make somebody else do it. Not MJ though. That's just me though. Like, and I feel like there's certain decisions that could have been made, and not just in this series, but all across the board, that either coaches take too long to make them, or it's just like they don't, and then they come in the press conference and like, oh, I should have did this. Duh, like there's just easy decisions. Like that's just how I feel.
I don't think that was an easy one though. That's the thing though.
It's not.
Like,
breaking up Theo. Theo has back connection. He said he had a storm, but where he is. So,
are you in Florida, Theo?
Nah, he in Germany, I think.
I was like, Florida was storming bad when I was down there. So,
you back, Theo? Up for a second. He'll get it together. Now let him say what he got to say when he get back. Let us know when you're good, Theo. So what time is it?
Safer out.
Who we got?
Oh, is it safer out? Oh yeah, it is safer out. You right.
Hey, baby, take it away.
I want Iguodala.
It's Iggy. Iggy was drafted by Philadelphia 76ers, first overall, first round. It's the first overall. First round, 9th pick, 9th overall, 2004. His career is 11.4 points, 4.9 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 46.3% from the field, 33% from the three-pointer, 70.9% from the free throw. And there we go. Theo is back. Now, what are we going to say, Theo, before we continue with Steve out?
No, I was just saying, like, these guys, coaching is not an easy thing, man. You got to go through. You got 3 other coaches you got to talk to. You got players you got to.
This is coming from a coach.
So, like, when you're looking at a guy like Jordan, you're not going to stop him, bro, because he's going to get those calls when he drives to the lane. He's going to get those fouls. In the first half, he's going to get those fouls. D Wade, when he was playing against Dallas, he's going to get those fouls. You never put if your best defender just so happen to be your playmaker, you don't run the risk of trying to. If Gary Payton don't play that second half, what do you think is going to happen? If Gary Payton doesn't play in the second half, what do you think is going to be crazy?
Okay, so even with all that being said, in game, because obviously I wasn't allowed to watch it live, games 4 and 5, when they did put Gary Payton on them, like, it's still the same risk. But they still ran the risk.
That's a desperate move, though. That's a desperate move. Like,
I saw guys who just froze up on Twitter.
Jordan Hall did not want to do that, bro. But that was a desperate move. Like, once you after you in that situation, you're like, damn, we got to do something to win.
So can I ask a question? Because obviously I'm not.
Go ahead.
I didn't know what reference was like back in those days. Like, yes, Jordan's gonna get the calls, right? He's gonna get it because it's Michael Jordan. If you a defender of Gary Payton level caliber, would it be safe to assume that they gonna let you be a little more aggressive? Like, if you're known as a defender and pesty, like not saying
who do you think
like Patrick Beverly? No. I'm saying, like, for example, like a Patrick Beverly. Wouldn't you say they let him be more up in people's necks and be more aggressive because they know that's the type of player he is?
Yeah.
As opposed to, like, if Mike Conley all of a sudden started trying to do that stuff. So wouldn't you think Gary Payton, they would, like, even though, yes, MJ's going to get calls because it's MJ, you don't think they'd be like, well, we also know Gary Payton is, Gary Payton. So we going to let him, be more aggressive. Like, you don't think it goes the same way? Maybe not to the same level. But you don't think, like, Gary Payton, they would have been like, hey, look,
yeah, but Gbaby, you got to remember, Jordan is attacking the paint like 6 to 9 times a quarter.
No, the thing is, Jordan is one of the best offensive minds in basketball history. So he's going to be able, if he knows Gary Payton is guarding me, you need Gary Payton to win this game. I'm going to put the pressure on Gary Payton. I'm going to put the pressure on the refs, and you're going to give the star of the league the call or the DPOY the call. You got to make a decision.
And
every time
I
I'm
guess
going to go talk to the ref. I'm going to talk to the ref. Every time I get a little bit of touch, I'm going to go to the ref like, hey, man, you got to call this shit. Hey,
no,
man.
but I'm okay. I guess my point is because I'm trying not to use hindsight 2020. But, like, games 4 and 5, they did it. And it worked enough for them to win.
Yeah, but what happened in game 6?
No, I feel you. Like, I'm not saying they was going to win like 4 straight, but I'm saying it could have been a more competitive series.
But what I'm saying is, even say they did come out and they did that the first 2 games and it's 2-2, the Bulls still make the same adjustment to get past them. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying
they beat them 3.
Okay, but
Supersonics didn't make a good enough adjustment. The Supersonics didn't make a good enough adjustment in those 3 games to get over what the Bulls have. And that 4th game, they figured it out and did the same thing in the 5th game. When that 6th game came around, the Bulls knew how to handle it.
Yeah,
right. So
let me ask. So Troy, to your point,
that's what I'm saying.
So
Troy,
really to your point. Okay, when the Bulls finally adjusted, they had already had 3 games on them. So, like, for example, let's say it's 2-2, and then the Bulls adjust in game 5. There's a good. I don't know.
What other adjustments?
But I'm saying there could have been another. No, I'm saying they could have made a little tweak or they could have switched. I'm just saying there is a chance that they would have. I'm not saying they're gonna win. Like, I'm not sitting here saying they could have won the series, but I'm saying there could have been a chance. Let's say in that game 6, where MJ and them have adjusted now. Now it's our turn to adjust and address what just happened. I'm saying they could have made enough to win.
But Gbaby, you're not going to show your best punch. If you're in a boxing match and the bell rings, you're not going to throw your best combo off the rip. Like,
I'm not saying you are, but I'm also not going to wait till I'm down. If it's a 12-round fight, I'm not going to wait till I'm down 9 to do it either.
But it's a desperation move. Like, it was
you eliminate as many factors as you can, bro. You got one of the best offensive players in NBA history. You got one of the best defensive in the whole league that year. You got the best coach, one of the best coach, if not the best coach in NBA history. You leaving too many factors out there to play with.
No, but all I'm saying, okay, so would y'all agree that could have happened sooner? Gary Payton on Michael Jordan. Do you guys agree
I'm saying
that it could have happened if they did it sooner?
I think even if they did it sooner, they're still losing 6. So I don't think it
And
matters.
that's fine, but I would rather be tied 2-2 than down 3-0.
But Gbaby, you also have to remember,
it's a harder mountain to climb.
You also have to remember they're probably taking into the fact that they're like, all right, we lost 2 away games. We're not going to change because now we get home court. And then once they took the L on home court, then they're like, okay, now we need to make a change.
Okay, because what finals was this? Was this what ring was this for Jordan? His third one? Getting his third, or which one was it? Fourth. So at this point, they know who Michael Jordan is. I don't care if I'm on the road or at home. If I'm down 2-0, for me at this point, they know who MJ is. Nah, bro, I'm making adjustments by the time. That's why I said at most I can see saying
It sounds so easy. You make it sound so easy, but
I'm not saying it's easy, but you can make adjustments. My point is, I'm not waiting until I'm down 3-0 because that means in order for me. Wait.
But they didn't wait for me to win a championship 3-0 to make adjustments. It was just that adjustment they made down 3-0.
Okay, BooWop. Okay, because they said it was down 3-0, and that's when they put GP up. So if we're talking about
what I'm saying is
that specific adjustment.
What I'm saying is, Baby, is that when coach thought to make that adjustment, he went through so many adjustments already trying to figure out how to slow the Bulls down. Those adjustments didn't work. So he said, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my best defender and put him on him to see how that translates. What that translated into was 2 games. When they went to the third game thinking they were going to do that, GP already exhausted himself to where the Bulls making that adjustment would have been over. I think what you're missing is that the job GP had, whether it's from game 1 to game 4 or game 4 to game 5, the thing that you're missing is GP still had to exhaust his energy playing defense on Michael that would have affected his playmaking skills. So at some point in that series, GP would have tired out and MJ wouldn't have. So then MJ would have went and started dropping 40 on the head. So to make that adjustment early probably would have hurt them earlier. And even if they made that adjustment early, we don't even know if they get the 2 games off. What if they only get one because the Bulls make a better adjustment to counter it by game 3?
I'm not saying they would, but I think when it comes to Michael Jordan, I feel like we just assume he wouldn't get tired because it's Michael Jordan. I'm saying I'm just saying he could have been like, oh well, GP I'm not saying they still I'm not saying the Supersonics win all of a sudden.
No, we know
I'm not. But my thing is, I'd rather do it at the least after game 2 because let's just say that they still win them 2 games. Now it's a 2-2 series. That is a much easier thing to overcome than being down 3-0. Now, in order to win the championship, I gotta win 4 straight against Michael Jordan. I'd rather win a best out of 3 than 4 straight.
G. You can say that it's a easier mountain to climb, but to me, it's not. It's the same mountain because you're playing against the best player in the league.
That's what I mean by
I get you.
You're playing against the best.
No, I get you. Hold on, Theo. Hold on. I promise I'm coming to you, Theo. I get you. You're playing against the best player in the league.
The best team in the league.
Yeah, best team got you. I'm with you. I really get it because either way, it's still a mountain to climb because you're playing that.
But what mountain?
I would rather say, look, we 2-2. Hey, anything can happen. We looking down 3-0. Dang, now we got to beat the best team in the world 4 times in a row. That's gonna be hard too. As opposed to just remember back and forth. That's a lot harder to me. So beat a team 4 straight.
When you have an identity that got you all the way to the finals.
Listen, if you Michael Jordan, you come into a series against the Supersonics, right? The Supersonics, you got the DPOY. In your mind, who you think is going to guard you in those clutch moments?
The DPOY.
Yeah,
DPOY. If you're Phil Jackson and you know the DPOY is on the other team, you got a championship to win. In your mind, who are you preparing to play against, especially for Mike? How are you trying to make the situation the best for which player? Michael Jordan. Your leading scorer, right? So if they would have played, that's why I say it's too many factors. If they would have played GP on him in the first game, they would have still got smacked because that's what they prepared for.
Probably would have lost
the first game, then you can actually run the triangle offense because it works better for you. That's why Pitt was having the games he was having early in the series.
Okay,
So that's what I mean. Like,
Tell him, coach.
Okay. So I get you on the sense like, look,
Coach
they
Theo.
preparing for this, so let's switch it up, and maybe they gotta adjust. Like they wasn't prepared for that. I get you on that. That's why I'm saying after game 2, like, all right, cool. Don't put your best player on them right away, like, because I don't care what series you win or who you playing. The first 1-2 games are always gonna be filling up. Always gonna be like, all right, let's see what you do. Let's figure out what, like, always. I'm just not gonna wait till I'm down 3-0 to do it. You know what I mean?
Well, I
Yeah,
don't
but they're
think they
not planning
expected-
on going down 3-0.
Right, down
They're
3-0.
saying
That's
like
what I'm saying.
I know that.
we can win
I'm
without
not
having to
saying-
do
I'm
that.
not-
Like that's
no,
what they're
I'm
thinking.
not-
They think that they can get a win without having to do that.
I'm not saying they're thinking they're gonna go down 3-0, but I'm me personally, we've already lost the first 2. We've already lost
Which
the
is
first
fine
2.
because you
MJ
lost
going
them all
crazy.
Wait, that's fine. You keep like when even
Then I don't like
that they lost on the road. That's fine.
No,
Your job
and
is
see
to go
me?
and get one, but their job is to stop you from getting one. Your
and
job is
so
to
maybe
protect-
I'm different.
Your job is to protect your home court. So coaches going and thinking that team was going to do their job and protect their home court. When they didn't do that in game 3, he said, okay, I have to make a bigger adjustment than what I made in the first 3 games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my DPOY, throw him on Michael Jordan, and hopefully we can solve something through that. And it worked for 2 games. But that doesn't mean that if he comes out and does it from game 1 or does it game 2 or does it in game 3, that it's still not, that the Bulls still don't take game 3. It's not to say that they don't still take that game because GP is on it.
You're absolutely right. Anything can happen, but I'm in the mindset where, I'm in the mindset where, you could say it's fine that they won 2 on their game, but again, in this context, this is Michael Jordan. I've already seen him 3-peat. I'm not waiting. I'm not.
No, and I get that.
Like the lure. I get certain players.
I don't think that would have given
the lure of Michael Jordan.
I think what they did.
I would have been like, nah, bro. We not.
They just
But
didn't take the
it's
fact
your
that they
last
would be down
resort.
3-1,
You can't get 4 wins.
I would have done my last resort in game 3 because again, I know who Michael Jordan is. The lure of Michael Jordan. I'm using okay, fine. Don't use it on.
So what if you do that and then you lose even worse than you lost the first 2?
Who was
GP?
So of course, there's always the possibility that they lose. I'm not taking that away.
BooWop, you might notice who was GP sticking in the first 3 games.
If I had to guess, I would have to say Ron Harper or somebody like that. Yeah,
it was Ron Harper.
So, but my whole thing is when I look at game 3 specifically in that series, the Bulls won by 22 points. Michael Jordan, that was his best scoring game in the series, 36. So that was a deciding game in that series as well, because you do not want to go down 3-0 against Michael Jordan. You're not 100%. So I do think that, like the Gbaby, I would have had to do a game 3. I would have had to play Michael Jordan.
No, that's fine. That's fine that you're saying that. But then you're saying they beat them game 3 by 22 points. What does that take you to? A 10-point game, an 8-point game, a 6-point game they win by? I'm saying to me, it wouldn't have made that much of a difference in game 3.
Okay, listen. But game 4, when they do put Gary Payton on them, the Supersonics win by 21.
Oh, and that's fine.
And then game 5.
But what else goes into it? Let's read the whole book.
11.
Let's read the whole book.
Okay,
what did Michael score that game? What did Scotty score that game? What Ron Harper score that game? Because we could look at this Boston Boston series and look at a team doing good then playing bad and doing good a couple of games then playing bad. So was it just the Bulls shooting themselves in the foot, or was it just the guys that's good of a move that it changed, it altered the Bulls that much?
If you look at game 4, Scotty scored 9 points. Luke Longley was second leading scorer. Tony Kukoc had 14.
Scotty played bad in that series. He wasn't good at all, really, in that series.
No, but the first game he had 21. The game after that he had, The game after that
he wasn't good that series.
He went 21 to 12 to 9.
He wasn't really good. He averaged 15 for the series. He was not that good.
Else.
I think Kukoc averaged 13. I think Luke Longley might have averaged 11. I think they had 4 scores in double figures.
Yeah, it was Luke Longley, Jordan, Pip, and Kukoc.
Yeah. Kukoc.
That's what I'm saying. What happened in game 4 to why
and then also what happened in game 5? Because
was guarding Michael Jordan. That's what happened in Game 4.
That's part of it. But what's the other part of it? That's only one player guarding one player. What are the other 4 players on each team doing on the floor?
But look, listen, Troy, we all know this. It starts with the head of the snake.
No, 100%. But
if
that's
I
why
can slow the head of the snake down, I'm gonna slow everybody else down for sure. Guaranteed, more likely.
And they are. And Scotty in the 2 wins that they had after Game 1, the Game 2 and 3. What'd you say? It was 12 and 9. Like he contributed by default, but like he wasn't doing nothing crazy. Like I'll live with Scotty taking 12 points and 9 points.
But look, in Game 2, Seattle only lost by 4. So you're thinking like, all right, maybe we can win without
Jordan
having to put GP on it.
Too.
But like, I get what Gbaby's saying though. I understand exactly what Gbaby's saying. Like,
me too.
But I also understand, like Troy explained it. Like to me, I feel like it's too many factors because, like, in Game 6, Jordan had 36, so I feel like he would have figured it out. Like the sooner you put Gary Payton on him,
the sooner he figures it out. It's Michael Jordan we talking about.
You said, if you stick on first game, if you stick on Game 1, they could have popped him 5.
Nah, that's why I said Game 3. I said you put GP on
Game 3
for what BooWop just said. Like, yes, we're down 2-0, but I am going to do everything in my power to make sure we don't go down 3-0.
Right? What if he does it right? And they put Gary in Game 3. The Supersonics win Game 3 and then lose Game 4. Now they're still in the same predicament they were in. If you still let it play out the way it played out, they're down 3-1. They go win another game. Now it's 3-2, and then the Bulls finish them in 6. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, at some point in the series, whether you put Gary in first game, you put him in the 4th game, you put him in 3rd game, you put him in the last game. Like, at some point, Michael would have figured out how to play offense against Gary Payton, and
so
they would have won the series.
What he's saying,
I understand what you're saying.
So temporary
you put him in. I understand that you say you put him in early, but if you put Gary Payton on Michael Jordan in Game 3, they probably lose in 5. So what I'm saying is putting Gary Payton on him after losing Game 3 that you didn't think you were going to lose. You had confidence enough to go into it like it's our home floor. We play good on our home floor. We're probably going to win this game, and Game 4 is the game we got to worry about to make adjustments to continue that. They lost Game 3 and was like, okay, now we make the adjustment. Right, so he made that big adjustment, but if he made that adjustment Game 3, who's to say that Michael didn't come back Game 4 like, yeah, all right, I got you. You slowed me down that game, but now it's my mission shit on you.
Because
you can say that, but also too, they won 2 straight, and then Game 5 they won in Chicago. They won in Chicago, so it took them 2 games to adjust. I don't think it's crazy to say that it took 2 games to adjust.
But if they do it early, it's not saying that it's still going to take them 2 games to address.
But Theo, did you say Jordan had 36 in Game 6?
Yes.
He didn't.
What do you have in Game 6?
I think he had 22.
22 and 7.
What did
everybody else have? What did Scotty have?
What all 17. I know is after all I know.
Who else after that?
Listen. All I know after they put
Gary Payton on Game 3.
Right. All I know after they put Gary Payton on Michael Jordan didn't drop over 25 again, I don't think. He had 26 Game 5, I think.
So in the 3, like if we think about it, in the 3 games, even though they lost the series, in them 3 games, GP was on Michael Jordan. They went 2-1 against him. They won 2 out of 3 games with Michael Jordan. With
so
GP
the factor is just not the team. It's just one player versus one player. GP is that more important to putting on Michael the first game to give them the best chance of winning. That's exactly what we're saying. If you put him on it early, it changes. It basically changes the outcome of the series, right?
No, we're saying it made it harder. We're saying it makes it harder.
They made it as hard as possible.
Yeah, I'm saying as soon as you put GP on MJ, it got harder for
because then that gives everybody else the chance of stepping up. Like if we go back in history and look at MJ's championships, when he needed his others to step up in big games in the finals, have they not? That's my point. I'm saying it doesn't change it that much for me to say that if you put GP on him Game 3, that everybody else around him doesn't step up because MJ's not stepping up. How did they win Game 6?
I'm not even saying they lose I'm not even saying the Bulls lose the series. I'm just saying it's a lot. They're not down 3-0. That makes it hard. It could go Game 7.
That 3-0 doesn't make a difference to it. They down 2-1, 3-0. They still losing. Like it's still the same.
Yeah, you can feel they still lose in 6. Cool. Yeah, you can feel that way, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen. But again, I'm saying I would rather lose in 6 tied 2-2 than be down 3-0 because the morale is always.
I told you, I agree.
The morale is always going to be lower when you're down 3-0. 2-2, at least you still feel like there's a fight.
But like I said, there's a lot of factors. There's a lot of factors that go into making that adjustment early. You don't know how well it plays out early, especially if Theo is right. If they was game planning for them to do that from game 1, what probably caught them was they probably went into game 3 thinking they were going to do it too, and then saw that they didn't do it, so they didn't think it was going to come. And then game 4 and game 5, the adjustments were too late to make to counteract. And we don't know what went into them coaching. Yeah, he could have put him in early. He could have left and put him in game 3. Could have put him in game 1. But I just don't think that's significant enough to change the outcome of the Bulls beating them. That's not where I was going. But like I said, like everybody's like I'll give a perfect example. Ever since LeBron and then came back from 3-1, we look at 3-1 series now a lot different. We don't say, "Oh, the series is over." We look at it as like, "Hey, well, I don't.
Hey, if they win Game 6, I don't know. I don't know. We look, maybe not you, but there is a majority consensus that look at 3-1 deficits a lot different now. A lot different. So, but before it used to be 100% 3-1. Yeah, the series is pretty much over.
But things change. People always go one way.
That's why I'm saying
when they have a way out. So,
but that's my point.
I get that,
but a 3-0 deficit is still viewed as like.
How many teams have done it throughout the history of basketball?
What are you talking about? The 3-1?
How many teams have come back from a 3-1 lead in the finals? 1. How many teams have come back from a 3-1 period? I think it's under 5. So what we're talking about is an anomaly being, you still have a chance. Like, what are the record? Like, we take a look at the record of how many teams have come back from a 3-1 lead and actually won. There's not that many of them. So that's an anomaly. That doesn't happen often. So the consensus is still going to think the consensus is still going to think that if somebody is down 3-1 or 3-0, they're going to lose that series because analysts still say it. They said it in the next series. They said it. They were saying it in Boston. That's my point.
So you down 3-0 to Michael Jordan, as opposed to being 2-2 with him. That's different morales. That's high. That's everything.
Yeah, I get you. But
so that's what I'm saying. I think it is. I think yes, it's Michael Jordan. Like, we know the lure and all that. Like, the aura around Michael Jordan, we get it. But if I'm 2-2 with MJ, I'm a lot more confident that he might be the one. And that's my only point. That's my only point.
You can be confident all you want. And that's another thing I want to address. How many players with confidence or how many teams were confident against MJ and got their dreams stolen? Like, you could be confident all you want being 2-2, but you ultimately have to know that the Bulls are the better team and they're going to beat them. Like, I'm not talking about from the player standpoint. Yeah, you're right from the player standpoint, but if you're on the outside looking in, you could tell the Bulls were the better team, whether they took 2 games or 3 games, whether they went 7 or not. We were saying that this year about Boston being in their matchups, they being a better team or the healthier, whatever you want to say. So all I'm saying is you can make I think, in my opinion, Super Sonics can make any adjustments that they wanted. I think the biggest key to the factor of the Bulls winning when you switch GP on MJ is what are the others going to do? And the others showed us in Game 6 after losing 2 games straight that, okay, MJ could score 22 and we could pick up the rest of it.
I mean,
because that's what happened. So I'm only going off of what happened.
Well, ultimately, at the end of the day,
I just looked at that stat that Godly put down where 87 was the max points they scored in 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I saw it.
But yeah, so if they do it, I mean, all we can. What was the
final score to Game 6?
Final score to Game 6. It was
It was 75-87. Sam Perkins went 0 for 7 from 3.
Yeah, but that game 4, Sam Perkins went crazy.
So what I look at is like this: there were 6 games played. In the 3 games where GP was on MJ, they went 2-1. It just so happened they went 0-3 in the first 3. Because if they just went one of them games when GP's not on them, this is a 7-game series. Just one, it's a 7-game series. The only one MJ would have had in his career. So the way I look at it, that adjustment
never happened. So
no, that adjustment where GP was on MJ mattered that much to where they won 2 games.
I don't think so.
We're looking at it because MJ, he's never had a Game 7.
So in the first 3 games,
it's MJ.
So
it's MJ.
In the first 3 games, did GP ever stick Jordan in those first 3 games? Was he ever matched
Maybe
up
for
defensively?
I had never watched it. Maybe for a player, so I'm not gonna say he never like was on him, but he wasn't
So
the
you don't
primary
think that
defender.
you
He
don't think
wasn't the
somewhere
primary
in the
defender.
defense that the best defender will find the best offense?
Not, but that I mean, Jokic ain't the primary defender on Steph, but he got matched up on him a couple times. Like he wasn't the primary.
That's by
defender.
design. That's by design.
Yeah, and I'm saying so. Like I'm pretty
by
sure
Steph's
there was
design. By Steph
yeah,
wanting to
and
put him
I'm
in the blender.
Yeah, and I'm saying like I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
there
you
was
could pick
a
him off of you, but I'm pretty sure there was some
was
time. Yeah, I get you. You could pick him off of you, but I'm just saying. If we're gonna say that his defense in the last 3 games were that much of an impact. Where was he throughout all his possessions? How many possessions was he on Jordan? That's what I would like to know.
And because
then we can take those possessions and then we can look at the 3 games and see how those possessions are doubled. And is that the impact, or is he still sticking under people within sticking Michael Jordan? Like, did he get picked off? Was it just Gary Payton, or was it other people defense? Because I'm pretty sure somebody said somebody else was playing killer defense. Nate McMillan.
I wouldn't know those numbers off the top.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It could be there. But let's get to safing out. And great debate. I hope we can have one here.
Dang, this started with an Iguodala.
No, this didn't even start with Iguodala. We talked about Iggy because Theo cut out. We got to the safing out because Theo cut out.
Michael Jordan, when guarded by Gary Payton in the 1996 NBA Finals, averaged 23.7 points on 36% from the field.
Who, Michael?
Michael did.
30. You said 36%?
36.7% from the field while being guarded by Gary Payton.
All I do know is that I just feel like in a 3-0 situation, that's too late to go be desperate against a team like the Bulls. I think you have to act, especially knowing the format of the series back then was 2-3-2. Game 3 was in Seattle.
It was 2-3-2. Yup.
It was
game 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, it was a strong chance that Seattle could have won all 3 of those games at home. A real strong chance. So I just think you have to play your best hand once you go down 2-0. Once you see that you truly can't get that split, like most teams, we talk about this all the time. A team like Seattle would have had to go into Chicago and get a split. So if you don't do that, then you got to
be
force
desperate when you get home.
Yeah,
especially because it's Michael Jordan.
Well,
we already knew who Michael Jordan was at that point.
Because I want to watch game 1 and game 2 and see what the adjustments was in game 3, right? Because the way it sounds to me is that the adjustment that needed to be made, which could be correct, is Gary Payton on Michael Jordan, but that adjustment wasn't made early. But what about all the adjustments that the coach made before that to try to slow the Bulls down? Because you got to think the Bulls are collectively. Because even, like I said, there are moments when Jordan has had bad games and Scottie has stepped up and other players have stepped up and gave him what they needed. So how much of the adjustments that the Bulls were making on their ends to keep that momentum on their side versus what adjustments the Supersonics made from game 1 to 2 and game 3 to see why they lost game 3? Because if that's the case, why wasn't it like, okay, yeah, this is where we're going to go because this gives us the best chance to win? Why are we thinking about that 50 years later? And the coach in that time wasn't thinking about it, but he made other adjustments.
And how often are you taught to like not push the panic button too early?
It's not even a panic, but it's just.
And that's your panic button. You don't have another one after that.
No. It's Michael Jordan we're talking about. It's not like they was playing Charles Barkley. They weren't playing a game. They was playing Michael Jordan. You are down 2-0 against this man. Bro, I'm not waiting. I am doing everything in my power to make sure I win game 3. I'm not waiting. Gary Payton, you are sticking him game 3. We are not going down 3-0.
If we really
3-0, we have no chance.
The first 2 games was in home games for the Bulls, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they were undefeated at home this season in playoffs. BooWop, you can correct me if I'm right or wrong. The next game, the 6th man or who else could have been 6th man or whatever, the best 6th man they had, Sam Perkins, got injured. I feel like he had 27 minutes. He didn't play that much. The next game, he had 17 points. He went off. The starter, you know who the starter for the Supersonics? Irvin Johnson. Y'all know Irvin Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know Irvin Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, my shit froze.
We can hear you.
It stopped on that face like y'all really know him. Y'all really know him. Nah, you back. I think you back.
Yeah, you back.
You back.
You back live.
What I was saying, if you want to be nitpicky, my bad for my signal, man. It's crazy out here.
No, it's all good.
The first 2 games were home games for the Bulls. If I'm not mistaken, BooWop, they were undefeated at home or something like that in the playoffs.
Close to it. I'm pretty sure they might have been that year. Yeah, that
All right,
was the
so the first
96
2 games
Bulls.
are undefeated. So I don't think the Suns would have won there, whether Gary Payton was guarding or not. Second game.
You right though. I'm not saying they win, but what I'm still saying is that you gotta be desperate game 3 though.
Yeah, because
if you don't win game 3, you down 3-0 no matter what. I think you have to,
and especially because these are the 96 Bulls, 72-10 Chicago Bulls, like 2-0. Nah, GP, stick them. Game 3, you there now? Because even if they still go and lose in Chicago the next 2, that's a 7-game series. And game 7s, anything can happen. Like magic, miracle, anything. Game 7s, anything can happen. But I'm making sure I'm winning these 3 games at home because, as you said, it is easier to win at home than it is on the road. And I'm not running the risk at all of going down to 3-0. Like, I'm doing everything in my power to make sure. Like, I'm not trying to be funny here, but like, it's almost game 3 sometimes might be more important than the game 4. If you down 2-0, like, because if you down 3-0 against the 72-10 Bulls, who I don't think had lost a game back-to-back all year, up until the Sonics did it in the finals, I don't think they had lost a back-to-back game all year. I'm not running that risk.
I just can't do it. I just think that's just like when I look at the Warriors versus the Celtics this year, you know, you got Marcus Smart against Steph. Marcus Smart I don't want to say he didn't play because he definitely played. He just got outplayed. Like it was he got outplayed clearly. Steph averaged 34, 30, something like that in the series.
Something like that.
But when you look at what Michael Jordan, this is the one bad series Michael Jordan had in the finals, like to his standard. He did not play well. Like this to me, I just think this was the one series that the one team that could answer what the Bulls was bringing. They matched up well. So I just think if you put Gary Payton on them, you just giving yourself a better chance. I'm not saying they win the series. I'm saying that you have a better chance of winning. That's it. I just believe that.
That's not crazy. Y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
No, I was just saying like the first 2 games were home games. Bulls are pretty awesome at home. I don't think
they won 4.
They still won. The next game, Sam Perkins.
Yeah, they won both of their starting home games that year.
Yeah, Sam Perkins was one of the best players coming off the bench for the Seattle Supersonics, but he only played 27 minutes for some reason. I don't know if he got hurt or whatever. The rest of their bench was terrible. If you want to look at their bench, they had like Wingate, they had Irvin Johnson, who I don't know who that. I remember his name, but I don't remember him doing anything in the playoffs. And then they had they also had 20 turnovers that game. So that game was
I know, God, I tried to stop it like 10 times.
Game 3 was 20 turnovers. It was on them.
But
I feel like putting GP on him though did disrupt his game. Like in Seattle, when you got the bench, everybody's playing well. Sam Perkins came out, played 33 minutes, had 17 points, the most points he had in the series. I feel like that was a big leap for them. They took care of the ball and they defended Jordan well. So I feel like, but I get y'all point though. Like,
yeah,
I feel
and
like
then MJ tried to say.
Garb said we went on a long, most random.
No, last thing. This will be the last thing. MJ tried to say he ain't struggled with Gary Payton on him in his little documentary. He's like, I had no problem with the glove. I'm like, I don't know, bro. You might want to check that again. Like,
in his mind,
you might have thought you was
with him,
doing something, but 36% from the field.
He did what he needed to win. All right, save out Andrew Iguodala, drafted by the 76ers, first round 9 pick, 2004. Career 11.4 points, 4.9 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 46.3% from the field, 33% from the 3-point line, 70% from the free throws. I like to do career highs, so let me get that out the way, and then we can discuss. All right, Regular season, Iguodala career high minutes, 52 points, 34 rebounds, 17 assists, 16 steals, 6, 3 times, blocks 4, 5 times, offensive rebounds 5, 6 times, defensive rebounds 13, field goals made 15, field goals attempted 25, 3-pointers made 7, 3-pointers attempted 11, free throws 14 to 17, and turnovers was 10. All right, in the playoffs, minutes 47, points 29, rebounds 12, 2 times, assists 11, steals 5, 2 times, blocks 4, offensive rebounds 4, 2 times, defensive rebounds 10, field goals made 10, 3 times, attempted 23, 3-pointers 5 of them 2 times, attempted 9, free throws 10, attempted 13, 2 times, and the turnovers was 7. I guess the question is, I didn't read that. Sorry. He's a one-time All-Star, 4-time NBA champ, 2004, 2005 All-Rookie, 2-time All-Defensive, and you guys know the 2014-2015 Finals MVP. So what are you guys' thoughts on Iguodala making the From the Sideline Hall of Fame as an early candidate before he retires from the NBA?
This is very much a side note, but I was looking at Iggy and I was seeing his point averages, nothing crazy. And then, obviously, because I'm a Nuggets fan, I saw when he was on the Nuggets, he only averaged 13. So I was like, 13 points, that's it? So I went and looked at this 57-win team. And not a single player averaged over 17 points a game. Yeah, I have no clue how they made 57 wins. But I know
as a team,
impact is I have no clue how.
As a team, I'm telling you how. As a team.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, like obviously because you ain't even have a 20-point per game score. That's crazy. But nevertheless,
which year was that?
I look at what he did in that little stretch.
What you got, Gar?
05 to 13. Almost hit 20 once. Had a couple 19s. I know he was.
He's at 19.9. That's kind of 20 points.
Yeah. So yeah. But he's a 4-time champion, a Finals MVP. I honestly don't see how he's not.
Nah, I don't see how he's not.
I don't see how he's not. Like his defense in his prime
this about the game
was a lot better than it is now. So
ain't no way about
that. Hey, go get the guys that left. With this about to get heated. All right. Go ahead,
I know y'all ain't say there's no way he.
I ain't say no brainer.
No, it's not a no brainer. But when I said like there's no way he's not, it's like full-time champ and a Finals MVP. Like
that don't mean that. I just think he ain't though.
I don't know that I can't not put him in there. To be honest, I can't not put him in there. To be honest, he was a crucial piece.
I can't remember. Is Jamal Crawford in there?
Jamal is out and Ori is out. Iguodala is 100% out.
Wait, Theo. In fairness, wait, Theo,
let me go get the
right. You have got to be kidding me.
Theo, in fairness, I voted Horry.
I voted Robert Horry in.
I voted them.
I voted his ass in.
So
Chat voted Horry out.
Yeah, I was like, I voted
3-3.
I voted Jamal Crawford in. I thought they both should have been in. So
I voted both them guys out.
Hey, G, that's fair.
Hey, Gbaby, you wasn't even here when we voted Jamal Crawford in. Stop lying.
No, he said he would have.
He would have.
Say would have.
Okay.
Would. I didn't hear no would.
I thought I was here for it, but no.
Right? See, don't correct.
No, I thought I was here for it, but no.
Man,
well, if I was there, I would have voted him in.
If I was there, I would have voted.
But Theo, you voted Jamal Crawford out, Theo.
Yeah, I did.
I like Iggy, man, but come on, man. The man ain't. We got an All NBA. No.
He has. You know what's crazy? He got an All-Star. He got an All-Star averaging 12 points a game.
He got all defensive twice. He got all defensive twice.
He got an All-Star averaging 12 points a game. How did he do that? How in the world did he do that? He got 2 defenses.
So why would Jamal Crawford?
I'll give him this, right?
I agree with what Garth just said. Rondo is the baseline for me.
Once AI left, Iguodala was like a crucial part in Philly or whatever, right? And whatever, 100%. It was cool. He was really good, like cool. But like a Hall of Fame career, a Hall of Fame resume, like, come on, man. Like, I would agree that like he has a lot of really big moments and he was like really crucial in like the outcome of how NBA played out. But that's not enough, man. Like, because so is Robert Hort.
Real quick question. I know I just want to know. GK, are you the one that said that Marshawn Lynch was a Hall of Famer because of moments?
No, that was Mel.
No, that was Mel.
Oh, okay. Then keep going. I just wanted to know because I thought it was you, but okay, keep going.
No, that was Mel.
So okay, cool. Like Trent did.
What?
No, me and Trent were on his ass.
GK. You think Jamal in, right? You think Jamal Crawford should be in, right?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't remember, but
it's got to be because of moments.
He didn't get in.
No, but you voted him. You voted him in, right?
I think he should have got in.
He only got 6 man of the years. So why would you want him in?
Huh?
I said he only.
Why would you want Jamal Crawford in? Because I remember you and me and somebody else were all wanting him in. I think Trent. Why did you want him in?
I got him out.
Oh, okay, fair. So GK, why did you vote Jamal Crawford in?
I don't remember, but this is what I'll say is because of the fact that he didn't end up in, and because Ori didn't end up in,
right.
So now I don't want to put Iguodala in.
Are you dead ass?
If he started off with Iguodala, I would vote him in.
That's like saying, okay, well, since I know they messed up here and here, I'm just gonna start messing up.
No, because we established the precedent. We established the standard.
So
what's the standard to you then?
I'm
still trying to figure out why you wouldn't be in there.
We put Rondo in.
Did he vote? Did he vote for Rondo?
Look at Troy.
You just said me and Gbaby just said we was in. You was just leaning back on
GK.
Definitely not in.
You did vote Rondo in, bro. You did.
I know. I said I would.
You did.
So what's the difference between you did? Out. So why is Iggy out but Rondo in?
And then the chat had the final.
So then why is Ori not in?
We wanted him in. That's not our fault. That's the chat.
But he's not, though.
Okay, you focusing on the results. If it was up to me and Trent, Ori would be in. It's the chat's fault. It is out of our control why Robert Horry is not in.
Who voted Rondo in?
I think I did.
Rondo in. It was GK, Trent, and Gbaby. Dream Hoops. Me and you, BooWop, we voted him out, and then chat voted him safe.
I just want to know how you got it.
And then with Robert Horry, it was out.
So basically, you just switching your logic, GK.
And then Gbaby, GK, and Trent, same thing, voted safe.
And y'all made him into this monster, man. He wasn't like this.
So basically, he's saying that because the guys he originally wanted to get in ain't in, anybody on that same part, you just go start voting.
He said that openly. He said that openly. No, he said
it's not because I wanted them or not wanted them. It's because since they are not in, and I view them as like the same level, then this guy shouldn't be in if he's on the same level.
But the people who wanted me, who going crazy on, and we voted the same. Everybody on the same level. I think I voted for Rondo, Jay Crawford, Horry.
You wasn't here for Jay Crawford.
Oh, I would have done Jay Crawford. I wasn't here for that. But Horry, all them, I wanted in. Like even the football ones too that are on the same level, I wanted in.
Who had a better career, Andre Iguodala or Jamal Crawford?
Andre.
Iggy.
Like if we gonna keep it a buck. Hey, we gonna keep it a buck. It's gotta be.
I think it's debatable. I really.
It's close. It's close. It's debatable. But I gotta go Andre. Like the way I see it, out of all the guys we listed, like between Jay Crawford, Rondo, Horry, and Iggy,
I think and Joe Johnson.
But Joe Johnson to me is. Oh yeah, they can be on the same level. I low key think Iggy and Joe got the best chances, to be honest.
Didn't we do Joe Johnson?
Yeah, we did. We voted him out.
And I think Iggy and Joe Johnson have had the best chances to get in than everybody else.
I voted Joe Johnson in though.
I don't remember when
I gotta find Joe. I haven't seen.
Was I here for Joe Johnson?
I probably voted on him to be in too, and I don't think he made it in.
I think we got Kevin Johnson, Chris Webber, and
we had to have done Joe Johnson.
We did Joe Johnson.
Oh, maybe that was a PvP with Joe.
It was a PvP with Joe.
Yeah, it wasn't a
We didn't
safe
do-
round.
We didn't do safe round.
I would have voted Joe Johnson in, to be honest.
Yes.
Wait, Gbaby?
Yes.
So for me, like even though those guys didn't get voted in, it wasn't my
Still gonna
choice.
do my due diligence, bro. You getting voted?
Yeah, like Iggy to me.
Yeah, nah, we don't
So
think we did, Joe.
so excluding Joe Johnson, so between Rondo, Jay Crawford, Robert Horry, and Iggy, I low key think Iggy got the best odds to make it out of all four of them dudes.
I think
Real talk.
I think to me the one dude like I like Robert Horry, and I don't mean no disrespect by it, but I'm talking about when I look at his overall impact to his championship teams, he don't have that real impact. He got moments.
What about Houston?
I give him a little Houston run though.
Yeah, you
like
gotta
he
give
was,
him Houston.
he
Yeah.
was a legit role player on the Houston teams. A legit role
After
player.
that, he became Danny Green.
Let me stop you.
But definitely with the Lakers and the Spurs, he just had moments versus him having a real impact
In
to me.
Houston.
You know,
But I think Iggy, other than this last one, has had impact every single one. So much to the point they gave him a Finals MVP.
Yeah, but I agree.
I said other than this one because he didn't play that much.
Yeah. The Finals MVP, even though I feel like he kind of deserved it, it's still got to be noted that it's one of the most least respected Finals MVPs of all time.
No, you're right. But so the way I'm saying it's like Iggy's impact was viewed as so high, they gave him a Finals MVP for it. Like, I don't think he should have got it. Don't get me wrong. He shouldn't have that Finals MVP. But as soon as they always talk about the second Steve Kerr made that move and put Iggy inside of the lineup and had him on LeBron, they talk about that so much, they gave him a Finals MVP for it.
Hey, Gob, chat voted him in. Yeah, Thea, if that's you, Mister, I know you got Gob.
Yeah,
I want
but
to get just
over the course of how many years was Andre Iguodala a great player?
A great player? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Because he was nice on the Nuggets. I don't care what player.
All right. Theo got to bounce, so let's get to the safe outs, and then you guys can discuss a little more if you want. Theo, safe or out?
Safe.
BooWop.
Out.
He the only one that got a Finals MVP for everybody that y'all did.
GK.
He gonna vote.
Can you skip me for now? Let me.
All that talking. He gonna vote him safe.
Trent.
Safe.
Baby.
Safe.
Troy. I'm going out.
Yeah, so it's on
GK.
GK.
It's what? Wait.
Safe out. Safe
If you
out.
say out, it's on chat.
We have 3 safes and 2 outs.
2 outs. If you say out, it goes to
He gonna
chat.
pick out just so that it can go to the chat.
We got 4 safes. We got 4 safes, right?
Nah.
BooWop said out.
If
BooWop
GK
said
say
out.
safe, it's 4 saves.
We have 4 safes? Oh, GK. Okay, my bad.
He's lying on GK right now. Whether it goes to Garp the Fisted
Oh,
because
he
he
skipped.
look like he's the only one in the chat right now. Maybe Golly's there. But yeah, G, it's up to you.
But I am right now.
So even if you vote him out, chat can still vote him safe.
Like, so much of his career was just right place, right time.
Who?
Iguodala.
Even BooWop against you crazy.
I missed this. Oh,
Come on, G, safe out. Theo gotta go. I want him to know the result.
I got him out.
All right, chat.
Like what?
Chat is Garp and Golly is the only ones I see. Unless the other 6 people in there, if you guys want to throw something up in the chat real quick, but make it fast.
I need your thoughts, Golly.
They'll need your thoughts. Oh, Boo, you got to dip too. All right. We're almost done. We only got off the stats after this, and then we done. So try to hurry up and get through it. Come on, chat. We need y'all.
I need if you watching, Mel, I need you back on one of these shows because you was talking crazy when I was gone.
It looked like chat might be putting them in there. I don't know. All right. So safe out, Godly and Clutch. I need everybody to just say safe or out.
Yes, he does, Godly. Yes, he does, Godly.
Garp said safe.
I don't see safe. I see they say he said he deserves it over Iggy. All right, we got safe from Godly.
There we go.
All right. So yeah, he's safe. All right. Iggy's in the From the Sideline Hall of Fame.
Right place, right time.
All right. Can y'all spirit? Can we get through it real fast?
Oh, not.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
All
come
right.
on.
All right. Let me get it. All right.
It's clutch. Are you the one that loves Raw Wave?
Yes.
That loves
Raw Wave
what?
is fire. Don't get
All
me
right.
wrong.
All right. Here we go. Let's get through it. All right. You guys know it. It's off the stats. I'm gonna give you 2 players. You're gonna tell me which side you got, and I'm gonna tell you who is on that side. All right. Then your first one.
What year?
2008, 2009.
I'll go right. Okay.
That's 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going right.
Give me
Left
5.
side.
Oh, I put Gbaby said left. GK said left side, and I put left on the paper. God damn it. That's BooWop and GK for left side, and then Theo left 3 for the left.
I'm about to get the best draft right here.
Theo,
Count it.
BooWop, and GK. All right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
RJ, my boy.
Yeah, I'll take Rudy Gay.
Yeah, definitely take I'll take that's Rudy Gay.
You all right with that one?
Yep.
I'm not mad at it.
All right, next one.
Oh, what year is this?
This is 1996, 97.
Oh, I don't freaking know. I got hyped too. Man, I'll take the left. Better 3-point percentage. Why not?
Give me the right side.
Wait, what you said? You BooWop, you said right side. Gbaby said left.
Mm-hmm.
Give me right.
Oh, them assists though. I didn't see that.
I know.
Left.
It's crazy.
I'll say
Trent, you said right.
Left.
Is it raining over here?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
who's left?
Florida.
GK?
Left.
Hey, Trent, I thought Texas was bipolar. Boy,
All right.
Florida.
You got
is
3 on the left,
crazy.
2 on the right. 3 on the left, 2 on the right. Here we go.
It is crazy. I think the left probably like me. Should look like Rich Mitchman. I think that is. Oh yeah. Who on the right though? Oh
Wow. That's what he averaged as a rookie? Shout out to him.
I'll still take Mitch Richmond.
All right, next one. Let's go.
Chill.
2004, 2005.
I'm gonna just assume the points per game on the right is 26.
Yeah, 26. I didn't put the zeros up.
I'll go right. Why not?
Going left, I need a big.
I'm going left.
They're both bigs.
I'm going left.
Theo,
Yeah, I'm going left.
Yeah, they both look like bigs.
GK?
Did everybody pick left?
No, L Baby pick right.
He shouldn't even be shooting threes. 0.18. Nah. I don't trust that.
Come
Give me
on,
the
everybody.
What year is that?
This is
04,
05. Everybody short on
They
time.
keep
Trent
the
gotta
same
go.
for
Everybody gotta go. We gotta get through it. All right.
Oh,
Oh, what's Miami Shaq?
I love Amari. Hell yeah, let's go.
I mean, Shaq finished second MVP that year.
G writing his thing down too. All right, 2017, 2018.
17-18 is something I might know.
All right. See, I like the chat playing along, guys.
I'll go right.
Thank you, guys.
I'll go right.
Gbaby right. I mean L Baby right.
I'll go left.
Give me left.
Yeah, I stay left.
Theo, GK.
Kind of like steals. Give me the right.
All right, L Baby and GK on the right again. Are you ready?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, Bradley. Yeah, Victor.
Victor Oladipo was nice that year, so I'm cool with it.
All right, next one. 1999 and 2000. And that's 18
Left.
points. I didn't put the zero in.
Left. With everything you own in the box.
Left for Gbaby.
Yeah, I take left.
I'm gonna go right.
Right.
BooWop, you said left. GK said
I'll go right.
right.
I said right.
I'll go right.
BooWop said right. Trent said right, and then
Theo said left.
Theo said left. All right.
Keith Van Horn.
Why?
I ain't heard that in a long time.
I was like, I don't even know who that is, to be honest.
Real tough that year though.
Stevie.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, all right.
I'm good.
Steve Francis. All right, next one.
Steve Francis was nice.
2009, 2010.
I should say left.
Trent said left.
Off the rip, I'll go right.
Right for Baby.
Yeah, I feel like I need another big.
Oh, we're building a team? I thought we were just guessing.
Let's go right.
Give me left.
BooWop.
Right, no, I go right. I go right.
I'm gonna say left.
All right.
I feel like Jermaine O'Neal or some shit.
Who did I pick?
Or Dwight.
Yes, give me Dwight. D12.
Next
Look
one.
at David West.
2016, 2017.
On left.
KD year.
We got Westbrook and
I was like, the left one's got it.
There's Westbrook and
Trent went left. Where y'all going? Come on.
one right.
I'm going right.
Yeah, I'll go right. The left one can't be Westbrook.
Baby.
That's triple W.
GK?
So it can't be Westbrook.
Right.
Right?
Actually, I don't know. Yeah, give me the right.
All right.
Yeah, John Wall sounds more like it.
Kyle Lowry.
Lowy.
Lowry.
That's crazy.
Lowy.
I like Lowry
All
that
right.
year.
We got
Lowy.
three more. 2021, 22.
Right.
Trent
Left.
just don't even care. That was BooWop who said left?
I'm looking at these though. I like it though.
Left.
All right.
Give me right.
So this past season.
Right.
That's Theo, GK,
Yeah, go ahead. Give me the right.
and then
Only left me.
Baby. All right.
Yeah, Fox.
Yeah, I'll take GG. I will gladly take GG.
All right, second to last one. 2011, 2012.
Me right.
Left.
Right.
Left.
Baby and Trent got right.
Oh, I do not want to.
Theo
Right.
and GK?
Right.
GK.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn, everybody going one side.
I said left.
I know.
Dang,
wouldn't have
Boogie's
liked
my
Boogie.
God. You sleep on Boogie. Stop playing.
That's
like
my
Kyle,
guy.
too.
I take Fox all
Yeah,
every day.
but yeah, I was like, I'll take Paolo, but stop playing with Boogie like it's not.
All right, last one. 2012, 2013.
Right.
Right.
Left.
Look at us.
Right.
Right.
Second left.
Why everybody going to the right? Theo. Yeah, this is why I keep score. All right, last one.
Yeah, screw that dude.
Oh yeah.
Stop playing with him.
Oh yeah.
Stop playing with
Yeah,
him.
that year was tough.
I don't even like Duran, but I'll take him.
All right, that's the team's final thoughts. I want to close the show up before everybody start bouncing off my screen. All right, final thoughts, Gbaby.
Glad I got to be back. Missed y'all guys. It's been a crazy 10 days, but well needed. But we back, and you know what that means. Saints 2023, Nuggets and 6. Stop playing with the boys.
Talk about it.
Trent.
You know what? Nightcap Wednesday, man. These potential favors about to come up. So yeah. And then I forgot what I was about to say. CMC the most overrated running back in the league.
Oh, BooWop.
And you already know, man. Hey, I've been missing you guys, man. You know, I had a lot going on the last couple of days, but you know, it's my birthday today, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. Happy birthday, BooWop.
Happy birthday, BooWop.
I forgot this was birthday BooWop show.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know.
Shout out to you, BooWop. Happy birthday.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And you know, we gonna do this what we do on Wednesday, man. You already know, man.
Like
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Izzy.
GK, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Welcome back, BooWop and Gbaby. I had some fun today. Also, everybody better watch out. The Jets are going to put the league on notice this year.
Theo, final thoughts.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for having me again. Happy birthday, my brother BooWop. You know what I mean? Welcome back, Gbaby. You know what I mean? Saints all day. Saints gonna be nasty.
Yeah, what happened? Tell them about the New Orleans Pelicans.
Oh, New Orleans Pelicans. My prediction, they're gonna be top 5.
Tell them who play on the Pelicans. The new who play on the Hornets.
They can be 5.
Tell them who play on the Hornets, Theo. Theo, tell Gbaby who play on the Hornets.
And I see how you be editing and cutting stuff for your boy. I see what you be doing. It's all good.
Also,
that's what you said.
Also,
that's what you said.
You ain't have to clip it though. You ain't have to clip it.
Yo,
it was funny. It was funny as hell.
Hey, also, we need Mel back in the building.
Yeah, Mel. I need
Mel
smoke.
coming Friday. Mel back Friday.
Yeah, I need smoke with you, bro.
Yeah, Mel back Friday. So you guys be good. Thank you guys for watching. These guys got